How's it, everybody? Welcome back into the Paper Plane Inn. I'm Mika Tanina. Thank you guys for waiting for me to come back live. It is so good to actually see you guys here today. Did you guys eat well, rested well, have a good day at work? If not, I hope that today's stream will make your day a bit more brighter and better. But how is everyone doing today? I actually had a good nap on our way here, which is very much needed because I had to, I was feeling a little bit exhausted, especially it has been a slow accumulation for these past few days, but nothing a bit of a quick nap that lasted about 30-ish minutes to actually do the job and, well, trying to wake up from that since. But other than that, Melanie, Boy Splatty, Lord Bluff, welcome back, welcome back. It's good to actually see you guys again, my regulars. But how is everyone doing today? Yes, you guys are all flesh and blood all over again. I told you that yesterday's effects only lasted for just a day, and now we are actually back to what we usually are. As long as you're doing all right, that's what truly matters. Oh, thank you, thank you. What happened to the little monkey? She's in timeout, at least for the time being. And I just realized something that I need a double sure in case if most of the redeems are finally back. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. Most of the redeems are definitely back. Considering the fact that yesterday some were a little bit hampered. But other than that, it's so good to actually see you guys here today, chat. I am actually looking forward to doing today's stream because it has been something we haven't done in a long while, if you will. Something, and that's doing a personal art stream. And because considering the fact that these past few art streams are dedicated to doing the headshots and commissions, when was the last time we actually did something that's a bit for ourselves, if you will? Okay, my nose is just being iffy. Pardon me. Seems most right for Gremlin's mischievousness, pretty much. And so, yeah, I was thinking that maybe just today we're actually going to get to work when it comes to our art stream. And I have just the subject to actually help kick things off when it comes to April. Something that has been an on and off project that on my Procreate, on my iPad. But I decided to see if I could actually finish the rest of them on our way to here into the streams. And it's also a way to actually help promote an upcoming podcast / actual play that I'm going to be posting my Patreon somewhere down the line. Without further ado, how about we go straight to the podium so that you guys can actually get a gander in this. Oh. Ah, hi, hon. Hello. It's good to see you.
Yeah. I'm actually here in time.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's so good to see you here. Volume's a little bit loud. Golem, could you kindly turn it down to about 5? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I am going to give you guys a bit of a preview of this headshots for what I'm going to be doing today. It requires context. These headshots that I'm going to be doing. Oh, hi, dear.
Hello.
These headshots that I'm going to be doing is going to be for a D&D campaign that me, Dave, I, and a 4th party are part of that is run by our dear friend Savage. And he has been doing this and we have been doing this thing for about a few months now. It's a bit on and off thing because of circumstances, but I'm genuinely hoping that after we finally had a break for this weekend, that we're gonna get back to the swing of things, if you will.
Yeah, that's because of Easter.
It is because of Easter. I should really make a quick pin-up for Easter. But anyways, this is where we gotta get to work when it comes for the headshots of the said campaign. Allow me to introduce to y'all the characters for the said campaign that we're talking about. Everyone, this is our cast of characters that is for that said campaign. That's called let me just bust out my campaign notes real fast.
Yeah. Also, hello, Matacor. I'm doing alright.
Okay, Gothic Earth. And let me just bust out my notes so I can get the full name. The Land of Dreams and Wishing Stars, a Feywild homebrew adventure, or I'd like to actually call it for short, Dreams and Wishes. A campaign where it takes place very much in the Feywild, a homebrew one most likely, where 4 colorful cast of characters come together so they can actually go through the land of Retlaw. And this said, okay. To actually give the briefest summary what this thing is about, in Feywild, it is a land filled with magic. There are many realms. One of them is the Realm of Delight. Retlaw is created when a powerful sorcerer came to the Feywild, a domain where dreams and wishes come true and happily ever afters are possible. But the sorcerer has vanished, leaving certain things left unto uncertainty. And this is where, after years, hundreds or so years have passed since that sorcerer's disappearance, is where 4 individual characters will come together and they actually go through one big adventure of the said Feywild. Now, you probably noticed that one of them already is very familiar, eerily so. And you guys are guess corrected that yes, one of them has been drawn from this said headshot lineup. And let me go grab this set. Let me go grab our dude just to be safe. Yes, there he is. This one is I've already have one of these has been disqualified because I have drawn this back in December last year for Steve.
Hi.
Yes, and that's his character when it comes to that said campaign. Dear, would you kindly fuck! I'm doing it again! I'm doing it again! No! I'm mixing up my men! I'm mixing up my why do I keep
Well done. Well done, hon.
Why do I keep doing this to myself? I am being a copper again!
Yes, you are. Cutie.
Bruh.
I know. I'm getting all the bruhs, all the shenanigans and gooberisms again. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That is a very good point. So, Han, I gotta be more
Yes?
specific.
Just call me Steve, hon.
I know, but I like pet names, and you boys have pet names that's supposed to be helping differentiate, you know.
Yeah, we have our genuine names, hun. If the pet names are causing you to get mixed up so much, I don't mind you just using our names.
I know that, but still, let me try.
Goober.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that one pillow was deserved.
Okay. So,
Alright,
Steve,
I'll go ahead and start.
would
So
you kindly-
this is, yeah, I'll go ahead and get started.
Thank you.
This is my Path of the Giant Barbarian. I'm calling him by his class because we don't know his name. Even I don't know his name. Because he is an amnesiac.
A total amnesiac. Well, not
Yep.
total. Amnesiac to a good degree.
Mm-hmm. He essentially only knows everything that's happened to him over the past couple, maybe week, 2 weeks? How long have we been traveling together?
We have been actually traveling together for the past. Let me just go back to the campaign notes again. No, okay. I'm scaling. I am going through the said notes. 5 days. Fuck, 5 days in the said campaign that lasted since. Oh my Christ. Oh my.
Okay, then he only has about maybe at most 2 weeks worth of memory. Because the first, when we first met him, he had been literally on the run for about 3 days. And the reason for that, we don't know. Why did he decide to be go into the store that they were in? He was literally, it's just a case of, it was where he found cover. Because when they met him, he had heavy manacles on. Very heavy manacles.
Mm-hmm. And as a result, and because of that, the party were actually alarmed when they actually saw him arriving in such a state. But it wasn't until, thanks to a particular character, that he actually eased down a little bit more, which leads to my character in the roster, which I'm gonna be drawing up in here. Everyone is very familiar with this character who I have showcased here before, but never actually seen her, me drawn her because I drew her back in Procreate. This is Isabel, my very first, my first time playing as an artificer artillerist. Something that is outside of, my usual healing support role, and one where I get to play, as a hexblood proper. Isabel is one which she is a charming Southern Belle, a Southern Belle draw of a beauty, which she is, or she actually showcased her kindness by passing candy to those who actually needed it to help perk those spirits up. Isabel is also a bit of the face every now and then because we definitely need a talker of sorts. Well, and it does actually help us every now and then. In fact, let me actually had a quick jog of my memory on Isabel, if you will. So, Isabel. I mean, her charisma is only 14, but she is basically the party's face.
That's still a higher charisma than pretty much the rest of the party. Because unless I'm mistaken, I think mine's like a 12?
Is it?
Let me find out. Give me a moment.
Alright.
It would make sense. You are effectively the closest thing the party has to a charisma caster.
That's the thing. She's not a charisma character. She uses intelligence.
I am aware.
But it still is enough for Isabel to get the job done when it comes to talking to peeps, isn't it?
Oh, it's actually a 14.
Yeah. Hers is a 14.
The thing is, he's soft-spoken.
And Isabel is like also 14, but she has a natural charm for her Southern Belle aesthetic. And let's see, I can see why though. I remember her art. She's beautiful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Isabel is basically our go-to witch when it comes to it's basically my first time playing a witch aesthetic character. And yes, she's the one who actually has that particular gun that has the candy cane design on it.
Not what you normally think of when you think of a witch, but or at least normally I think of an angel with a shotgun, but no, this is a witch with a rifle.
Basically, but it's not stopping us. But it did help Isabel every now and then, especially since
100%.
I reflavored her gun to act as her Eldritch Cannon. Because Isabel, I see when it comes to artificer artillerists, they have this thing where it's called the the Eldritch Cannon, where basically you created a mini sentry, and it acts as either your offense, your defense, and your support, if you will.
All in one, but you can only have one up at a time, at least at first.
I asked Savage if it's all right that if I have Isabel's gun to be of her okay, I'm fumbling my words again. I asked Savage if it's all right if Isabel's gun can also be her sentry when she presses a certain amount of combinations underneath the gun, because the eagle-eye viewer will know that this is not an ordinary gun that Isabel made. I mean, yes, she made this gun herself. This gun here has a little mechanic down below where if she sets them in a certain amount of combinations, it does a different array of spells. And sometimes, in some cases, it'll also turn into that of her sentry cannon, if you will.
Mm-hmm. It's a combi shooter.
Mm-hmm. And hey, it actually helped. It genuinely helped when it comes to Isabel's spell mechanic. When it comes to how Isabel does her shooting and magic. And Isabel is a beauty, a Southern Belle type of kind, charming woman. She came from lands far, far away in Retlaw, and she basically left her school and during the time the campaign had started. In fact, she had left her school the moment she was finally done designing her with her homunculus, which I've yet to actually design, but it is one that I can't wait to actually do. Now, for those that are the uninitiative, artificers basically have their own familiars with quotation marks called homunculus, and a homunculus can be designed just about anything that you come to mind. They could be like a walking, talking cauldron, or they could be like a small mechanical bird. I decided to go for something different when it comes to Isabelle. And what better way to reflect her character and also reflect her theme than making that as a gingerbread bear. This is a reference I was able to find in when I was when I was looking all over in Pinterest, because it's the one thing that comes to mind. But let me tell you, it's no, not that one. Okay, yes, that one. This is Isabelle's homunculus. And this is a reference, but I am going to make something use out of it. This is Isabelle's homunculus called Hansel. And one of the few things that she was able to get in the early start of that campaign is his own voice, because Hansel was mute. And it allowed Savage to actually play as a goofy sounding Pooh Bear. Which Isabelle was able to find herself in this particular village, and it is there where she would actually meet the rest of the other party members. And speaking of which, dear Dave, if you can, would you kindly talk about Zorag?
He's muted at the moment. He might be doing his jab.
Oh, right. I guess I may have to ask him that when I finally get around to drawing Zorag. But so yeah, it is there we actually get to meet Dave's character Zorag, and our fourth party mate who is a tiefling man named Creed. And for our party lineup, we have an artificer artillerist.
I think it was some kind of cleric. I don't remember what kind though.
He's a life cleric. We have a artificer artillerist. We have a life cleric. We have a star druid. And finally, what's yours again for wanderer?
Path of the Giant Barbarian.
Yes, a barbarian, artillerist, a cleric, and a druid in this party lineup. These guys are what we're going to be playing as for that said campaign as we journey through the land of Rutlaw. And it was through this campaign that we realized what kind of campaign we're going to be having in our hands. It took us
Disney.
It's very, very much a strong Disney-coded campaign. Because Savage really loves Disney, and you know what? That's okay. As someone who has actually been... Now, and it's a very strong, interesting comparison between Violette and Isabelle. Whereas Violette is made for a Mario campaign, which, I'll be honest, I have very limited knowledge when it comes to Mario. But Disney, on the other hand, I have a strong amount of Disney knowledge because of my upbringing. And therefore, it actually helped things be useful when it comes to certain things that came up in the said campaign. Especially since in recent times that we had to go basically figure out what the hell's going on with the curse that's been reignited in Beast Castle, and going to figure out how is Dr. Facilier kind of connected in all of this.
Yep, the witch doctor is here, and he is a right bastard.
Yep, it took us a lot of our willpower to actually not beat him into a pudding, but we had to be careful because, you know, we don't want to get our ass, messed up again.
Yeah, because at our level, if we tried to pick a fight, he'd probably tear us to shreds. Or if not him, at the very least, his minions would.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you gave Steve a character Grayscale, he would make a good Fearable labor man. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's the thing. Wanderer's human. Also,
Yeah.
hello, Jay.
Hello! Yes, it is me!
Hi, Jay!
Hey, what's good?
I'm doing alright. We were actually talking about our characters that Steve, Dave, I, and a fourth person is involved with. And they're actually the subjects for today's campaign, personal art stream, if you will.
Ooh, fun!
I'm
Yeah,
back. I apologize.
I was actually in the middle of doing some
gosh.
warm-ups for my own art. I hope you don't mind me sharing your space a little.
Not at all. I mean, everyone is free to come by here in the inn, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, sorry, did I miss anything?
We were actually talking about our characters, and I was gonna ask if you could actually talk about Zorag.
By all means, if you want me to do so now.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Okay, sure. Let me rack my brain a little bit. Sorry, I've got multiple things occupying my mind. So Zorag originated as a character concept, which was quite different for a different campaign setting. They ended up instead appearing in this one. He is an orc cleric. And he is a life cleric as a subclass, and we are using his deity as one of the homebrew deities of the setting, which is essentially the aspect of light in the Feywild. He is basically a cleric who lives by... I forget what the philosophy is called in the real world, but the basic premise is a philosophy of well-being, where doing good is doing actions to ensure well-being, where evil is committing acts which cause harm. That would be the best way to describe his system of morale, and he provides services ranging from healing to counseling to other more unusual ways of helping people basically be happy. And that's basically his whole character arc. But as was revealed in, I think it was the previous session.
Yep.
Last
He's always like that.
Yeah, in the previous session, it was revealed that he does have the dark past, which he has yet to talk about. So that will be something that comes up later in the game.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. At least in terms of my boy, we did at least figure on the last session, or maybe not the last session, but the one before. We did find out something about him.
And that's...
For context, Jay, my boy is an amnesia. He's only got about 2 weeks worth of memory so far.
Ooh.
Like, he gets flashes every now and again, but beyond that, nothing.
At least until the adventures finally started.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also thanks to Isabel, who was doing a bit of card reading because Dr. Facilier left behind his tarot deck. Then we actually learned bits and pieces of what's with Wanderer's Past. It also helped because I played as a different D&D character who uses a tarot deck for her spell deck, and also reading fortunes. And it actually did came in handy and help it in describing some cards. I miss Rose.
Aw.
But yeah, and yes, in case if you misheard that, the D&D campaign that we're a part of is very Disney coded. That like some characters from Disney actually made it to are actually part of the said campaign.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Man, now I'm upset that I'm not a part of this campaign.
It's just that it's run by Savage, and the way his playstyle is theater of the mind.
Very theater of mind. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I wasn't able to join the campaign last time because, well, the scheduling conflicts.
I I know.
There is also the other fact that some of the characters have some very Rosebud themes. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Man! See, here's the thing. My biggest hyperfixation during my early adult years was actually Disney trivia and history. So I would have been a perfect fit for something like that.
I mean, I can't understand why. And it's kind of an interesting juxtaposition from Violet, who is made for a Mario campaign, but my Mario knowledge is meager at best. But when it comes to this campaign, because it's Disney, it's a little bit more. It has a little bit more backing up because of my knowledge with it. But yes, in the said campaign, this takes place in a land called Retlaw. I'm gonna repeat this again so you can actually get some context. Retlaw is created by an all-powerful sorcerer that is in the Feywild, where but as soon as that said sorcerer has done his job in creating it, he vanished, leading many other people uncertain, and happily ever afters also uncertain and unrested. And about years pass, perhaps hundreds or so years has passed. That is where our adventurers finally come together. And it is also here that I also talk about a little bit more of our party makeup, because this is a promise that I have made and I'm trying my best to keep. And that's to actually release the the podcasts of Dreams and Wishes into my Patreon.
Ooh.
But just what Dave said, it is that I am going to have some content I'm gonna have some disclaimers out there now. While it is going to be a podcast that's going to be available to public, well, available for free, if you will, because I want to. There's going to be some things that are there are some things that will get dark. There is also going to be things that are have dirty jokes flying about in there, because we're all adults, you know.
I got you.
Yep. Speaking of that, is that campaign next week because of spring break? Yes, because Jay is going to be busy with Friday, and so our campaign's going to be pushed till next week.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I couldn't watch the Mario Galaxy movie day of, and we couldn't schedule it for today either. I'm trying to go see it with some friends that actually live near us, so scheduling has been hiffle for us.
So we're
Fair enough.
we're gonna be doing the best we can, you know.
Yep. So tomorrow evening, I'm gonna be watching the Mario movie. That's why it's delayed. It's a selfish reason, but it's a reason.
Nah, man, you must go have fun.
I seriously need to figure out how I'm going to design Zorak's armor properly, because, while I'm doing best I can when it comes to, doing the basic line art for these guys, I'm not drawing Wanderer because he's already had his headshot finally done with, but Zorax, on the other hand, he's not finished either, so we're definitely going to be doing that today. Yeah, we're both.
Yes, I'm sorry that I didn't have a specific Hero Forge thing set up that completely slipped my mind because of all the other things I've had on my mind.
It's fine, dear. It's fine. I mean, look, it's why this is a headshot. It's that way it's easy for me to draw out our cast of colorful characters, and that way I can actually put all of them together with some borders or not, because if I want to release the podcasts to my Patreon, people will have no context on what these people look like. So I'm doing the best I can drawing our player characters with these headshots, if you will. Okay, first and foremost, I need to actually save this before I actually proceed anywhere. see. Campaign. Dreams and wishes. There we go. Honestly relieved. I'm gonna be away all day tomorrow for a gaming convention, so I'm happy to be happy and most happy for Jay's gonna be watching the movie. For the love of mythical creatures and folklore, please stay until the credits. The one that's black with the white and ticks. It's important to see what's happened next. Fair enough.
Oh, okay. I will keep that in mind. So, I guess post-credits scene. I mean, that's pretty much standard across films, though, isn't it?
Nowadays.
Back then, it's a treat, but I'm kind of noticing that most films are doing that these days.
Yeah, a lot of films are going for like, you know, post-credit scenes, whether it's meant to be like, you know, one last gag or message towards the end of it, or if it's like, you know, a hint for any possible sequels that may come through.
Yeah, especially with any film that's like they would prefer to have in a series. They want to make into a series is the best way I could describe it. They basically leave you with a teaser for the rest of their plans. So anything with any kind of cinematic universe and or plans for sequels these days. Kind of samey, but at the same time not unsurprising since it seems to get results.
Yeah. Also, then again, sometimes they will blow up in your face. Because I'm sure some of you will remember the infamous film Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, no.
That had a post-credit scene as well, where Piccolo was shown to be alive. So...
Which, I mean...
you could tell they intended to do a sequel, but it never went anywhere because the film was terrible.
So terrible to the point that people try their best to erase it from their minds, but that's a failed endeavor.
So
well, here's the thing, though. Funny enough, because the film was terrible, Akira Toriyama was actually motivated to come back and work on Dragon Ball. And that's how we got Dragon Ball Super.
My guy is so pissed off.
Yes, it's alleged that... It's alleged that Resurrection and F4 was the Battle of the Gods. I forget which one it was.
Yeah, it was Battle of Gods that
which ironically is now getting a remaster.
No, it actually is. It actually is getting a remaster. Like, it's getting remade.
Yes, I like. It's kind of shocking, but at the same time, not. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting more high quality Dragon Ball.
I'm like Toei. We've done this song and dance before with Dragon Ball Super. What are you doing?
Hey, on the bright side, we never have to deal with Funimation again because they don't exist anymore, as far as I'm aware. Boy. One of these days, I still want to see if I can find a place to get a decent quality, visual quality version of the Funimation dub for Z and rewatch that again, to be honest.
Well...
It's been too long.
Well, you're in luck!
Huh?
So...
Get this, fans have actually come together to make a torrent file that basically fixes all of the problems that the original... that Funimation pretty much dropped the ball at.
So, I've heard of this project, and yes, Jay is correct. There have been fan projects to basically produce unofficial, basically restored versions, because the original Dragon Ball Z was obviously produced in the era of film. In other words, it was put on film, and film degrades over time. So the quality color starts washing out.
Yeah, it's called the Seed of Might cut.
So that's all well and good. The problem is that, at least while on a public stream, I am not going to condone what is effectively piracy and get myself in trouble.
Fair enough.
So
yes, I definitely do not condone this at all.
So like I want to find means to do it, but I'm not actively going to pursue piracy, especially not in public, to do it.
Oh no, I'm sharing... Oh no, I accidentally shared it privately anyway. Oh, how did that link get there?
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Yeah, for legal reasons, this is completely a joke.
Please do not sue the paper plane.
Sue us for what?
Sue
What do they
nothing.
want? Arrest?
Arrest us for piracy, or at least charge us civilly for actual piracy. That's entirely possible. Like, I'm not joking about that.
Oh, Zorag, what? Zorag, my bad.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, dear. It's okay.
It makes sense. I'm the one that's super simple in design. He's got the details.
It's just.
I mean,
I'm gonna work
Yeah.
this with Jannar, our guy who played as Creed.
yeah.
He's still laughing about it. The fact that he's the only one that has the most normal proportions of the male characters that I've designed compared to.
Gee, I wonder why that is.
Look at these absolute units here. Jeez.
Oh,
Well, to be fair, the one is. I'll let you speak for Wanderer.
One of them is a Path of Giants barbarian.
And the other one is a Warcraft-esque orc, so needs no further explanation. If you've ever seen orcs in Warcraft, you understand.
Yep.
Like they're not as they're built differently to Warhammer orcs. Warhammer orcs, I would describe their build, despite being huge and muscular, as chubby by comparison.
They're chunky.
Whereas Warcraft orcs are more tall and muscular.
Why do you boys have to peg down one of my weaknesses?
It's what we do. It's literally
It
part of the
was-
job description.
Oh,
I mean, the whole that goes back to the whole reason that Zoe's character originally came into being with an unrelated game that never panned out. So
let's see.
either way,
Unless you're looking at the new Cruel Boys and Age of Sigmar. Who are the Cruel Boys?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with Warhammer Fantasy.
so technically this isn't Warhammer Fantasy. So for those unaware, the Warhammer Fantasy timeline ended with basically an end of the world. Oh, hello, Runia.
Rudy!
Hey,
Hello
Ronia!
Do not start move anywhere. I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing. Don't you dare move your spot. I forbid it.
Okay.
Okay, so
You must.
Miki cast a low-level command.
Be a good girl and don't move anywhere.
And that was her casting Dominate.
Oof.
Oh boy, like seems you have not swapped out the dolls, have you?
Not yet. I haven't. That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay. See, that
Mhm.
makes more sense.
Yeah, I do.
See, I knew exactly what it was,
No. Okay.
as I've had to do this before.
Abalonia's a first meet.
Fun fact, Miki actually helped me with figuring out the format for my theater.
Okay.
Oh, nice, nice.
Worms. How did I lose all this plush? How the heck?
Cool
How
stitches.
did I lose all these plushies? Okay.
Ow.
Okay, I found it. Okay.
I don't know, how did you lose them?
Okay, there you are. Okay, one. Okay. Oh my lord, this is gonna take 6,000 years. I'm not down. Okay. In Age of Sigmar, the Iron Alls are traditional black orcs, while Cruel Boys you could call Tolkien as because of Peter Jackson designs becoming thinner. Gross. Iron Jaws focus on Cruel Boys' work. Ah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tolkien orcs are literally just. What's the word I'm looking for?
Elves.
Starved elves, as I would describe it.
I'd say mutated, but
Okay, so
Star Wars.
finally working.
You don't want to have me info dump about Pathfinder orcs.
What the handbasket? Okay.
I mean, I won't say no.
My only experience with a
I will-
Pathfinder orc was the one party member in Kingmaker.
Was he not a half orc?
That is correct. He is technically
There
a
you
half.
go. Okay. Yay!
Droma, as they are known now in second edition.
Runia, you're finally updated.
Huzzah! You did a wonderful job, by the way.
Yes.
Aw, thank you, thank you.
But yeah, Pathfinder orcs, originally denizens of the Darklands, they were forced out of Darklands when, around the time of Earthfall, where a massive meteor impacted the planet. And the dwarves, also denizens of the Darklands at the time, took the earthquakes as a sign from their deity to begin their quest for Sky. Along the way, they bumped into orcs, and they ended up getting in a protracted war with them, and the orcs basically had a long defending, retreating war overall, until they were pushed out onto the surface, which was still a blasted hellscape at the time. Needless to say, they were not in good moods, so they kind of lashed out at everything that was unfamiliar to them initially, which is part of the reason why not a lot of people like orcs like initially. Nowadays, it's kind of simmered down. Even the tensions between orcs and dwarves have gotten better.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
At least,
Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna say at least, like currently, like one of the big wigs of like dwarves kind of helped another orc ascend to godhood, to which, you know, like the orc did respond with a punch to the face, either to them or to their god Torag, the dwarven god Torag, and more or less said, "Okay, this is a start. We still have beef, but we're settling it."
But yeah,
Oh yeah, they do have a ritual where when they die, they can call out the gods, being like, "Hey, I can do a better job than you." And then they can fight them one-on-one on even ground, and if they win, they become a new god.
Sorry for stepping away for a second. Rachel came home.
oh, tell her I said hi.
Miki says hi.
I gotta
She
say,
said hi
that does sound like just something that a Warhammer Orc would do as well. Because if a Warhammer Orc had the opportunity, they would absolutely challenge Khorne to a fight and try and beat him. They'd probably
Someone
lose.
did. Yeah, his name is literally called Demon Killer.
Okay, Dave,
Mhm.
are you watching the stream?
I am, but it's an ad break.
Yeah.
Mother, I forgot to speak.
Goober!
Funnily enough, it used to be
Gilbert.
Super Mario
Gilbert.
ads.
Then I will wait for the ads for this next bit of orc lore drop.
Alright, give it about 10
and the kettle's
seconds.
going off.
3, 2, 1.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right,
Okay.
there we go. I can
Yeah.
see the stream again.
Is it?
So-
I still can't believe I forgot to put on the ad break. Why do I keep
No
doing
worries.
this to myself?
Well, only thing I can do right now.
Oh right. By the way, you did not roll the dice to see who goes into the jar.
Okay, I'm doing
Brain is all over the place today, it seems.
Alright.
Cut the Mickey some slack.
Chat. One at a time. I
Okay.
just finished
Alright.
drawing Zorak's hair. At least a start of it. Okay.
But while that's going on, one more lore fact about Pathfinder orcs: they do not name weapons, because if
What?
it has a name, it can die. That is their belief.
Huh, that's actually kind of neat.
Okay, so 1 is Steve, 2 is Dave, 3 is Jay, 4 is Runia, 5 I turn into a plushie and I go into the jar. I am so sorry. Jake.
What?
Any last words?
The card I drew for you is the tower.
But hey, look at this! Your hat isn't it. Your hat's all lit now for the jar.
Yeah, go figure. Now Steve and I have something in common.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
So, Dave, I finally added some more bits and pieces on Zorag, especially for his hair. But should I get? Does he have any facial hair or no?
Never been big on facial hair and characters all that much. Mainly because I struggle to grow a beard, so I imagine in order to appear at least less imposing, he probably doesn't have much facial hair.
Okay. No facial hair.
There are very few orcs I've seen who do like facial hair well. I think like Thrall was one of the like, few exceptions.
Let's see. I mean, to be fair, well, it's a good thing, I guess, considering the fact that I have also designed on Wanderer's beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it looks good on Wanderer.
And what do you think of the hairstyle that I designed for Zorak?
I do like it. That is what I had in mind for sort of like a Warcraft orc-esque style with the braids down the side.
Shall I make them longer, or is this good enough for you?
Maybe make them just slightly longer, give them that more wild look.
Okay. I'm gonna take the lasso tool and I'm gonna drag it down. Just say when. Wait a minute! I just realized something. I did not put the stream
Discord.
on Discord. I keep doing this to myself again.
Gilbert.
Why do I keep doing this to myself again?
I don't know. Probably because you were extremely tired and exhausted, and as a result, your brain ain't quite working the way it should.
That is true. Anyway.
Okay, fair point. Okay, alright, I'm gonna start dragging. Say when.
Alright. And I think that'll do.
Okay, alright.
What do you call a musical group that is made up of green-skinned beings? An orchestra.
And Dark Angel,
But
hi,
yeah.
it's nice seeing you again.
But yeah, to circle back to what I was saying about Warhammer Fantasy, basically an event was published known as the End Times, which is literally the end of the world of Warhammer Fantasy, where almost everybody died, a whole bunch of weird stuff happened. The orcs, of course, survived everything and were resurrected into the world of Age of Sigmar, which is basically the successor world of fantastical realms competing with one another. And the orcs are, of course, one of the major factions who happen to survive basically the end of the world and come back swinging.
That
Along
sounds
with-
familiar.
Along with humans, Skaven, the elves. I'm pretty sure there are a few... Oh yeah, Nagash of the Lord of the Undead as well.
Not gonna lie, dying and then reborn into a new world, aka a new
Hey, Pat.
setting. Thank you. Is oddly familiar because it brings me back to how World of Darkness kinds of plays, you know?
Oh yeah, the Chronicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's... Oh, you remember that Lord Tidbit, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it is the primary reason why she stayed away from World of Darkness for such a long time.
Afton!
Oh, hello, Afton!
Sup, you wonderful weirdos.
Hello! We're doing alright. We're currently drawing,
Yeah.
I'm currently drawing, wait, did I merge? Oh,
Wait a minute. I just realized
Where's
something.
the layer, Kronk? Wrong layer!
I just realized something.
huh?
Jay, did you get your
Have that
plushie
layer.
changed?
Huh? Yes, I did.
Nice.
It's not just
Yeah.
Jay if you look closely.
Yeah, see, I got my plushie small update to better represent my character's hair and also the dimensions of my hat. So, had to get that fixed.
At some point, I can't wait for some of the other updates that Mickey does.
I mean, that's why I'm slowly doing Pals the Plushies again, but due to how scheduling kind of works, I'm considering doing it as a once-a-month project to actually help pace myself.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea,
that's a
actually.
good idea. That's a good idea to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah. So the main thing about Warhammer Orcs, both Fantasy and 40k, is that they are generally more beast-like. They generally have a more slouched appearance, which makes them appear more box-like than Warcraft Orcs, who have a more humanoid posture. Warcraft Orcs, despite being warlike in general, are generally a lot more proud and respectable, whereas Warhammer Orcs are
They were built as
basically
weapons.
Hooligans.
well, yeah, 40k orcs are literally built as a weapon. Warhammer orcs are just living weapons in general, and they also have Cockney British accents and are not particularly intelligent, with the rare exception of black orcs, which are specific to the fantasy setting.
Yeah,
Basically, the biggest and not only the biggest but also the most intelligent orcs in the setting, which makes them the most dangerous by default.
yeah, they're
'Cause-
considered one of the most strongest orcs in any setting of Warhammer. Also, apparently in Total Warhammer 40k, they're some of the most broken, strongest units on the orc faction.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, the black orcs are like the main orc infantry for what's his name?
So,
Nazgul?
hey, I've added any additions. Hold on. Melanie just says hi, and Jay is a killer at comedy. You could say this theater is at the entrepreneur.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Have you ever
I get it.
Have you ever read the Del Toro Quest series, or at least heard of it? Never actually heard of it.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Ooh, Del Toro Quest. Nice, nice.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
But yes.
I believe that would be the Princess Bride.
Damn it!
Mhm.
You're saying, Mickey?
What do you think of these new additions on Zorak?
Let's see. I like what I'm seeing. I appreciate that you got the sun pendant in there as well. So I've gone
Praise the
to.
sun.
Yeah, I have literally made that joke multiple times in the session. So yeah, that's very much on brand. But yeah, the general vibe I was going for was fairly similar to the references on the left. A combination of plate armor with religious tabards and heraldry over the top.
Plate armor, you said, on Zorag?
Yeah, so like what you've got there, that's plate mail.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you don't need to change much. It's just what you basically have there already. So, as I said, most of it is covered up by the tabard.
Okay.
Isn't drawing armor fun?
Depends really on the type of armor.
And also, yeah, no, Gazgul is a 40k orc. As Lord Bloth pointed out, it's Grimgor Ironhide.
Yeah, Ironhide.
Let's see. Okay. I had a thought. I have a thingamabobbin of a thought. What if he has, hear me out, dear. Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Chain on the sides, like that.
Yes, a nice mix of stuff would do nicely. Let me think this through. So you could do chains, or we could. What I'm thinking is,
So is this guy a cleric?
He's a cleric.
yes, that's correct.
Okay, hear me out on something.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, Have you thought of having something like sleeves that come in around the elbow point, kind of like the cleric on the top left reference?
I was thinking something similar, to be honest. And
Okay.
then on the
Okay, because I'm thinking like a little bit of chain, but then around the elbow where it meets, you have a border where it kind of makes for like a detached sleeve of sorts.
Hold on,
yeah, so
hold
like
on. I'm doing a thing, so... Thoughts?
let's see.
Interesting. Ooh, nice.
I see you doing the little chain spots on the chest as well.
I take that this is okay or not okay, because, you know.
The idea with the chest is that it's a plate mail piece. So the difference
Yeah,
between
so-
chain and plate mail is that plate is typically a single or several large pieces of sheet metal that are tied together rather than chained together like the chainmail. So the chainmail on the arms looks good, but the chest itself should be like a solid piece apart from the parts where the lines like would connect together with leather straps and whatnot.
Oh boy.
I know I'm driving you into unfamiliar territory and I do apologize.
I'm gonna have a
Hey, she
stroke
needs
by
to
the
learn
end of the
somehow.
stream.
She needs to learn somehow.
How long was it till Warcraft actually let orcs be priests? Wait, that is actually a good question, isn't it?
I would
I
have to
know.
dig into World of Warcraft history to figure that out, and I have not touched that game in many years. I'm not
You know,
sure if
Don
you.
would actually be a good person to ask about that. He's really into Warcraft.
Yeah, Mickey, I'm not sure if you and Steve recall, but on the Sunday game, my dwarf character Gellion is sort of a joke character, which is in reference to my old World of Warcraft main dwarf hunter character. Hunter being the closest equivalent to Ranger in World of Warcraft. The whole-
Oh.
The whole idea behind Gellion was he was supposed to be the fanboy who wanted to be the hero like that guy. Nobody else seems to have heard of him for some reason, but he insists he's real and he exists out there somewhere. And the main joke that I want at some point when there's going to be some actual character development besides collecting dwarven artifacts for Gellion is that he actually gets to meet this guy and all of the both hilarity and tragedy that ensues from from learning what it takes to be a real hero and not someone who's obsessed with the glory of being a hero.
You know, that's actually kind of the character arc that Button went through.
That is true. I mean, I haven't watched the entire series on and off, but I have been keeping track of the Mario D&D where I can, and I did enjoy seeing both the successful and the less successful antics of Button.
Honestly, like he's definitely a character,
He
and
is,
honestly one that
absolutely.
I've grown very fond of.
He is a very
Uh,
fun guy.
Just do not put him and
Gillian?
I'm trying to think. No, not Gellion. I'm thinking of Adrin in a room together.
Oh no.
Who's Adron?
Who?
So in one of our Tuesday games, which we call the not the Archibaldry game, but its sister campaign. I'm trying to remember the formal name of it.
Okay. Context is the briefest context before Dave explains. The Tuesday game is basically our Isekai campaign, and it started off with Group A actually, which which is where I played as Rosette, but we decided to take a break from that one so we could actually do another campaign that takes place in the same world but in a far different outside of Valen, where it takes place on the Gem Archipelago, because this is where the Gem Dragons kind of go to when things went to crap. And therefore, this kind of became our basic magical, urban fantasy Tokyo-like place.
Pretty much, but basically the game before the sister game, the Archipelago game, our party has one member playing as a tiefling monk by the name of Adrian. And his motto in life is punch first, ask questions later. Like, not in an aggressive manner. He just likes to fight and do martial arts stuff because that's what he likes to do.
Sounds like my
So-
kind of guy.
He just has this. He throws himself headlong into any problem, no matter how dangerous it is. To, how do I describe this politely? Varying degrees of success.
He's very much a strong case of Shonen Jump hero energy.
Shonen Jump
I
hero
see.
energy who constantly fails at the attempt.
Man thinks he's Goku, but ends up being Yamcha.
I mean, yeah.
It's funny because Yamcha's voice, rather, he ended up inspiring one of the characters I have.
Which
Oh
one?
man.
You know my character Bruce? He kind of just talks like Yamcha.
Okay, like Z Yamcha or Dragon Ball Yamcha?
Z Yamcha. You know, when he has kind of like this California surfer dude kind of voice.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mostly connect that with original Dragon Ball. Like,
Ah.
more so than Z. Like Z kind of mellowed out. It's like I don't know, something about the way it sounded after that.
Sounds wrong.
I guess I guess it also depends on the dub that you are watching, because
This is
different.
true. This is true.
If you're watching Ocean dub, it's an entirely
Yeah,
different in
it's-
sound
Yeah.
compared to
The
Funimation.
legendary Super Warrior. Big
Yeah, this-
green.
It's over 9,000. I just love the fact that they brought back the Ocean dub voice actor for Vegeta for that one episode of Super where Vegeta's body gets abducted by
honestly, for a weird filler arc, that was probably the best thing the dub could have done.
It was amazing. Where was I? Yeah, so Button and Adrian in a room together would spell a recipe for disaster in some way, shape, or form.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just chaotic energy.
oh,
Exactly.
what's actually kind of funny. Sorry,
I think
carry on.
Piccolo
before I
will have to work double time in order to keep him in check.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The only way you can make it worse is if you were to make it a triple threat by having them work with the House Gremlin.
Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
What's really funny, I was actually wanting to bring in a discussion like that, which is specifically if two of your characters were trapped in an elevator or in a room of sorts, how would they be like together?
Oh.
Well, that depends on the character. My roster's a fair bit smaller than Mickey's, but even so, oh wow, that makes me think back now. I've just remembered Thrak, and I really want to find some way to play her again as well.
Yeah.
I feel like any of your characters trapped in an elevator, what would happen to them?
I mean, Galeon, I imagine, being the only friendly, social young dwarf type, Simple would probably just ignore whoever is in the lift and/or break out of the lift because the guy is anime 5e and is therefore by standard 5e standards OP as shit. The guy is literally the combination of the Punisher and Batman if they were in the form of an alcoholic dwarf.
Well then.
That's a thing. Yeah, it is, and it has resulted in some interesting shenanigans that have basically turned into a Metal Gear Solid style plot at one point.
By the way, speaking of OP, we gotta redeem.
I'm lining up.
My eyes!
My eyes!
Huh? What's happening?
I am ASMR mode.
Surprisingly, it doesn't hurt that much for me. I was like,
It's been a bit since I've seen this form.
I was going to make a joke to the effect of, yeah, it's not that bad once the retinas burn out a little.
know. I mean,
At this rate, I'm just used to it.
well, it's a good
I just
thing
think
that
I
I'm
have
a
them-
cleric.
I think I just have one of them, those special eyes, you know? Like,
Runia's
Hmm.
broken.
You're a
Well, look
changeling.
with your special eyes.
I did. I did.
So what are these special eyes
Sadly-
in Sue?
They help with aiming.
That's it. There's that.
It's insight check.
I mean, you can try.
Okay, what do I get with a... Yeah. What do I get with an 18?
Well, you know, that heterochromia is, how do I put it? Like, not unusual for ordinary people, but it is a defining trait in a number of changelings.
Ah.
Interesting.
At least
That
in the world
actually-
of Galarian.
You know what? That actually makes sense for you.
Like I said, Runia's built different.
Actually, you know what, Runia? You might actually like the concept I'm playing around with for this novel I'm writing.
Mm-hmm.
The main character has changeling DNA, but it goes back far, far in generations, which means his family is mostly human, but because of the changeling traits, their family is more prone to genetic mutations.
Makes
Alright,
sense.
so I may want to clarify changeling in my context here, because changeling with Pathfinder is a lot more classical than it is with D&D.
Yeah, you're more of a Galarian changeling.
Yeah,
rather than
I
everyone
if I were to put it to a D&D equivalent, it would be Hexblood, you know?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I was still trying to, link it to what you were talking about.
Fair enough. But so please continue.
Yeah, so the main character, for example, he suffers from patches of hypertrichosis. His sibling has a trait where he constantly has he's very uncoordinated, almost like his legs weren't made for him, And their father actually has an extra kidney growing inside him.
3 kidneys?
Ooh.
Yes, an extra kidney.
How would that function? Like, how
Not
would
very
that
well,
work?
actually. Not very well, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Imagine it filters too much.
Yeah, basically, he would suffer from a lot of abdominal pain.
Oof.
Imagine the amount of kidney stones you'll get.
Exactly. That's actually gonna be a plot point later.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because putting a main character's parents in mortal peril is a good way to motivate them towards their true goal.
Still, kidney
Can't
stones.
argue with that.
Why?
Yeah, other than that, next option I can think of would probably be Skane, my wild magic sorceress, who's in the same game as Rose, and that would be an interesting mixture. She has come a fair way in terms of being able to now build confidence as a woman on the spectrum. She was fairly introverted, and at the very least she's gotten a lot better about masking elements of that, especially since she went from chaos sorcerer tiefling who is trying to figure herself out to back to her human form, because she finally had confidence in herself and is now running the first sorcerers guild in the world. Because if wizards get schools, why shouldn't sorcerers, especially wild magic users who could use the support more than anyone else?
I was gonna say, how would a sorcerer's guild work? Like, would it be almost like if you think about it, would it be like a mage equivalent of Ancestry.com?
Fun fact, speaking of, if I may direct back to the novel, one of my main characters also is a wild magic sorceress. So that's fun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the way I imagine it in my head, it's funny. Savage actually came up with it when he said that I'd basically created Xavier's school for gifted individuals, so a la X-Men. So it's actually a very appropriate comparison, I think, in terms of the idea is meant to be obviously you can't teach sorcery to someone, they inherit the gift, but providing somewhere where they can hone that gift was basically the premise, especially for, just having a dedicated place, especially for wild magic users where things can go catastrophically wrong, as they almost did when I almost nuked my character over a drunken wild magic burst in, what was it, our first session?
Yep, and instead you ended up burning all your clothes off.
Yes.
Yikes.
That actually sounds hilarious.
I think my memory serves right. That's like that's the Christmas special one.
Yeah, it would have been my first session joining the group at that point. So I was a late comer to the campaign, but I believe that was my first session as things turned out. So I can see her at the very least masking with confidence if she had to be stuck in an elevator with someone. And then there's her Archimedico counterpart, so we all know the isekai trope, but what happens when the isekai trope applies to people from different times? So people from the 21st century, and then some dude who shows up from 158 BCE.
Well, at that point, you have Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
enough about
freaking
Chrono
love
Trigger to
Chrono
understand the
Trigger.
reference, but I'll have to check that out.
All right. Well,
Frog is the
Yeah.
best character in that game.
okay. Next up,
So-
Mickey.
Yeah,
What
I
would have
don't.
to be what would have to be your two characters trapped in an elevator? Who would the two be?
I mean, if we go back, if we use Dave's example for those who from the Isekai campaign, Rose would try to keep herself composed, and she would actually do a card reading to see if her things are going to be very favorable in her words. Perla would most likely figure out things out, but if she doesn't, she'll most likely have to wait. And for Fleur, she would. Oh no, Fleur. Oh, dear thing. She would most likely not handle it very well. She would most likely try her best to claw her way out.
She's claustrophobic.
To a degree, yeah.
Oof.
So, an isekai woman, and Fleur, if I'm not mistaken, is your Baroness character, your Vampire of the Masquerade?
No, yeah, you mean this lovely piece?
Yes, her.
It's not quite Vampire the Masquerade, but I'll let her explain.
She's actually a Dhampir, and yes, she does actually have a noble woman's background. It's just that there are certain things that happened in her past that made her act the way that she does, and especially how she gained her abilities. That not only is her shadow sorcery magic, but also this. Things will be revealed in due time, but yeah, she would definitely not like the fact that the elevator would break down and also be paused. She would most likely break her way out, even if it means destroying it even further, because she does not like being, let's just say that enclosures like that triggers something deeply within her.
It also just occurred to me the one character I forgot would probably be Darren/Darius. I think that they probably would have handled that situation the best, considering it's an elevator. Just not sure how they would handle certain interactions with certain people. I imagine he could get along fairly well with the likes of Thrak, Skane, and to even some degree Arcantos, despite the social awkwardness between being from completely different cultures and or times. Yeah, I think the only person in my group who would actually be any trouble to get along with would probably be Simple, because his entire attitude is, unless I have a reason to talk to you, fuck off, I'm drinking.
And
Okay.
for Ness, I think she can sort of handle it well until she doesn't, because due to her past, she has experienced what it's like to be in trapped places, and it's not pleasant.
Oof.
Yep.
Interesting. But how would they interact together while in that?
Well, Perla would most likely pass the time by actually trying to talk and get to know the people. Also, and Isabel too, she would also try to talk and calm people down, especially since she'll have candy with her person. She always does, because Isabel is the witch of treats, and she always makes sure that she has a good supply of candy on her person, and to actually help, elevate their day.
Interesting.
And
I do like that theme.
well,
And you know what? Candy witches are actually a very fun concept, especially when you consider how a lot of little girls tend to dress as witches for Halloween, you know? It's a classic.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is quite classic.
So the concept of a witch giving away candy makes perfect sense.
It helps that Isabel has a southern belle, so. Now I know that y'all are actually worried about this, but I'm certain that it will get better. In fact, here, have a little bit of this. It'll actually help make your day. As she passes you some honey candy.
Oh, that's beautiful! I love the Southern Belle voice!
Yep.
Hi, Bio.
That's what I'm trying.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, hey there.
I'm like wondering out of my group who it would be because, oh god, there was some interesting interactions with my group.
Thanks for the species.
But if I had to think of two, I would have to think of my current tallest character, Augustine, trapped in an elevator with my, well, I'm gonna have to say most likely someone like, you know what? Let's do it with my shortest character, Reishi. Because one thing, both of them are an interesting bunch.
I need to make sure her brooch is just about right, because.
Like,
Sorry, but continue after.
because one of them is essentially a 7'6" tall furbolg, and the other is a 3 foot tall deep dome.
Oh, said the word. Said the word.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I did not look up at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're looking respectfully, right? You're looking respectfully.
Yep. Yep.
And what's funny
Oh.
about them is Reishi is a claustrophobe. He doesn't like being in enclosed tiny spaces. And because of the fact that he got kidnapped by elephants.
Ugh.
Oof.
Yeah. And even though, yes, he is a recovering amnesiac, Augustine would definitely be like, seeing how he would panic, he would just kind of like make sure he has space, but the problem is, being a furbolg and being 7'6", you're like, how do I give this person space when I'm taking up most of this?
Sir, would you kindly
Actually,
move your butt, please?
I
Trying
can't
to think
right now!
Trying to think of it, there's only really two characters, well, who I say characters I haven't had much chance to play either example, to be honest. Would literally be Benny and my druid August, and August is literally just a druid who is like a couple of decades older at the least than Benny, but has basically been his childhood friend for as long as Benny can remember, and it would basically just be them talking shit and or Benny being a nuisance by being acrobatic inside of the stuck elevator, because what else does Benny know how to do other than be acrobatic, fight, and flamboyantly gay. Well, not gay, but bi is the word.
Peacocking would be the term.
Peacocking, yeah.
Ah.
It's like a zesty daredevil.
Yes.
Yeah, with a fiery short fuse. Like he The thing I appreciate about Benny is that he mix and matches various traits from his parents. He's very showy and flamboyant, but he can also lose his temper quite fierily in short notice.
They both have around 20 strength. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to actually read this up from Jexo. The two characters I would choose to be in an elevator will be Erden and Adrek, just to be an elf and a dwarf together, but also to see them rip the doors off. They both have around 20 to strength. Ugh.
An elf with a lot of strength does not feel human.
Man, this
Does
is
not feel natural.
just me, thinking of all the things that I want to do. The fact that I want to find a good character to actually end up to find a decent Pathfinder 2nd edition game to play, and to be able to play Mage the Ascension. Like, those are two systems that I really want the opportunity to play at some point, both Pathfinder and Mage the Ascension.
I mean, I can actually relate to that since I've always wanted to play Changeling myself.
Actually, thinking on it, William SRD just posted a video on, Mage the Ascension.
Oh!
I'll have to look that up.
And his Changeling, I think the Dreaming video is actually pretty cool.
Well, that's definitely going to pique Mickey's interest.
Mm-hmm. I think if I had to, going back to the topic of the elevators, I think the two would actually do best would most likely, if I had to, I think of the examples that I threw out there, most likely the one who could actually have better chemistry the best would be Perla and it's either Perla / Isabel and Ness. I mean, yes, Ness would actually start panicking. It's just that she needs the right amount of assurance for someone who actually knows that that Ness is okay to actually help talk her out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the one small caveat though is that Ness is a little afraid of girls, and despite the fact that she's a bisexual woman, it's not that. And trust me, there's a backstory reason behind it, but it takes the right amount of person to actually, help assure Ness and make sure that that they're not a threat that that Ness thinks they are, So I think either Perla or Isabel would actually be helpful to Ness. But I think if anything, she would be good best friends with Mary.
Would make sense.
Mary, as in my alchemist artificer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys remember her, right?
I do.
Yeah. I remember just how much I dropped the ball with her.
Oh, you have, and that's going to be a story I'm gonna talk about again.
How you fumbled?
Do you have to?
How bad did you fumble?
Well, once upon a time when I just arrived mid-late of the Spelljammer campaign, this took place in the era of 2023, I actually admitted I started taking a liking to Steve's character that he was playing at the time, David. And I actually asked Steve if it's all right that if it's that I ship Mary with David, which initially
I said no initially because of the fact that we were essentially always shipping our characters together, and I wanted to have an opportunity to try and break the mold at least a little bit.
And he also thought that there's going to be no season 2 after we've done our game. Fast forward to, and when he said no, I was hurt upon that. But I had to respect Steve's wish, so I asked Savage if it's all right that that Mary actually has someone during the said 1 year time skip. That she develops over time, and that is where I designed Yosef for him to go with. Fast forward to season 2, because that was a time when our Ravenloft campaign was on break, that is where the slow development for Mary and Yosef starts to kick off, and Steve made his biggest realization now he fumbled the bag.
Oh.
Mhm.
Stay.
Yeah, I'm still not proud of that.
Especially since how Mary kind of tries to be polite, but also tries her best to keep her distance away from David. All the while, she tried her best to actually not be emotional, but around the time when the season 2 is over, she has fully been in love with with Yosef at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Look, at least you've got the. At least you let. At least you can take. You can take the L with pride.
Not with pride, but I can definitely take it.
Sorry about that. How do you use the facilities? What did I miss?
Well, me talking about Mary because if I have to think real hard about my female characters, I think Mary will be good friends, if not best friends, with Nessa. And I talked about Mary, especially on how Steve said no when it comes to me wanting to have a Mary be shipped with his character.
Yeah, I fumbled the ball on that one.
He did.
If we
He
ever have
fumbled
those two
so
characters again, I think I'd actually, if I could do it all again, I would change it. But
you would have shot your shot.
yeah.
Oh man, remember when some people were talking about if Button and Violette could possibly be shipped?
Oh god, I remember that.
I need to take a drink for that one.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, but there's I feel like there'll be a reason why. It's because both of them were kind of.
See,
They were both very. They had a lot of attitude, and both of them were kind of bratty.
Honestly, they had more of a sibling dynamic than anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair descriptor.
it's and
The question
and
I'm just
very-
remembering early in the
very
campaign.
generous.
The question was, who is the youngest and who is the oldest?
Definitely Button
Oh,
was the
Button.
youngest.
Because
He
Violette,
definitely had the little brother energy.
I think
I mean, he
Violette's
is little.
20,
He's
if not
3 feet tall.
21.
And Button's like in his late teens. I want to say 8. I want to say 7. I'd say somewhere between 17 and 19.
The shipping, that's the shipping's communities for you. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm still working when it comes to doing the details for this, but this might take a while for Isabel because I kind of forgot that she's very detailed, especially with her hat.
No worries.
Wait, Melanie Manticore says, I also agree Violette and Button being siblings. Has anyone ever shipped Button and Ziegler? Oh no! That is problematic!
Cursed.
That
Cursed.
sounds like her.
That is problematic!
Understandable. May God have mercy upon your wretched soul.
No,
I mean, hear me out.
No!
hey,
Why?
no. All right,
Why? Don't humor this.
you be careful what you say. Be very careful
Next
what
one,
you
be
say.
very carefully, hon.
Listen, based on my description, Button might not even be legal. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, with Button, I thought
I'm
it
not
was
the only
with
one who heard the
Violet.
record scratch in the back of their
I
head,
thought
right?
it was with Violet, so I thought it was with Violet with Ziegler. Okay, then I misheard that. That's on me. I'm going to the shade pit. I'm going
Were
to
you-
That's the second
Hold on,
puppy
I'm going
scratcher
to
here.
the
No, you get back
Were you
here.
not
You get back
listening?
here. Get back
Record
here
scratch.
right now.
Hold on.
Get back
No.
here.
No.
Go
No,
back.
let's do with the nose.
Come on,
Let's
get
do
back
with
We
the
need
here.
a record scratch sound alert now.
No, we need to have a long, hard think about this. Just come back. Come on.
Hang on.
Goober!
Okay,
Goober.
fine, I'm back.
Okay,
God.
so give me a second. We need to hit the reset button.
Well, the reset
what,
button's
everything?
gonna come out with a thing called the ad break.
Well, there's the reset button. Worth it.
Wait, what? I beg your pardon? Mickey, it's your lucky day since it's me going into the jar. No!
Ooh, can I get out of the jar,
No.
please?
No,
on,
chat.
Get in there.
Chat, no,
Get it in
chat,
there.
don't you dare.
Come on.
Don't you dare, chat. Don't
Do
you
it.
dare. Don't you
Look.
dare. I'm begging
It had
you,
it coming.
Polymorph.
Don't you dare.
Come on. Just
Think
hop in. You know what to do. Come on.
about. No.
Get the jar, Mickey.
No.
Come on.
Get
No,
in
yeah,
that
yeah, just
yuckin'
grab-
jar!
And
What? No.
Yep.
Yes, Salt the innkeeper.
But anyway, I'm gonna get
Mm.
going now for the evenings. You have a wonderful time, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
See you later.
Later.
I'm
And there goes the
Again,
window.
Again, that's the same. All right, I'll call up the guys again.
Thank you. The innkeeper got assaulted. Oh my Christ.
Ah,
Alright, I think I'm gonna pop out here just for a little bit. I need a break.
Alright. Oh my Christ. Oh my Christ. Can this? No. No, I almost said the words. I almost said the words.
What? It can't get any worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
it can get worse.
Oh,
It will
no.
get worse.
No.
yeah.
No. Please. Chat, I'm begging y'all, don't do it. Please don't. Okay, sorry, Steve. I'm gonna read chat while we're at it. Sorry, Jay Steve. The ship of your characters, I was joking, but seriously, to Button and Zyklor, your arguing is annoying. Everyone has their perspectives. Learn to respect each other and don't yell like little babies. Pretty please.
Bruh, you know you're... You asked the impossible of them, right?
Yeah?
It's a high ask. It really is. And
Let me put it to you this way. It's a good thing she's not asking Simple specifically, because I know exactly how he would respond, and it would probably not be pretty. Well, that's just because Simple as a character is meant to be all rough around the edges.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Sole Maria.
thanks to the bits, Emerald Marine. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. It got into my mouth.
It's supposed to be luck. Why are you spitting it out?
Look,
Could have accidentally swallowed a full leaf clover.
Ha! You think the pillow can work on me? I'm the perfect counterpick! I am
Someone
too
could
small!
still knock it over.
It's gonna take a little more than that to actually knock down the innkeeper, Robert Clutches. It's...
Oh, you want me to mess with the innkeeper? Good idea.
No, don't. No, don't.
You
No,
know what I must do. You know what I must do. I'm going to tip it over. I'm going to tip over the crystal.
no!
Oh, If I do it, I get a whooping. I do it.
Come on.
No, not
He's gonna do it.
Oh my.
I do it.
Oh, what? Hey, whoa.
Oh
It's-
my.
Can I just... Alright, let's see if I can...
Ah,
How do I work?
sugar crackers. I can't see crack.
The crap.
Oh, jeez.
Ah.
Yep, that's what happens. Out of all the bits that we usually do, messing with the crystal is like what probably should do, but oh god, how do you fix a crystal? Like, do you just turn it do you just turn it on and off again?
It's not quite that simple.
I mean, I cast the. I don't know if I can reach to the rune underneath my podium because that's where the restoration rune is at.
Hey, Dave,
I told you I could mess with the innkeeper.
Hey, Dave, do you think you're able to like get the rune from where you're at?
Listen, it's fine. It's just a reboot. It takes a few minutes. Don't worry, I'm
Takes
on
a few minutes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair.
It's like an internet router. It just takes a few minutes to reconnect.
Just a few minutes. So I don't have to just turn it on and off again. All right, gotcha.
You did not just call it a router. It's pronounced router.
I'll stop. I woke up like half an hour ago. I had no coffee. All I had was a nice succulent hot cross bun.
What?
No, listen. Listen, it's called a router because it routes your DNS connection. If it was called a router, it would be making your internet retreat into itself.
No, it's called a
yeah.
router.
That's fine. It's a router? What? It's a router? It's a router.
I have called it a router literally all my life, and no one has told me otherwise, probably because I grew up in South Africa.
Also, you're incorrect.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's write it off as a tomato situation.
I'm reminded of a T-shirt that I'm reminded of a T-shirt that someone once walked into a meeting with my father wearing. It said, "If you say tomato, I say fuck you." Yeah, the other party's colleagues were not impressed with him at the time.
Oh.
Although my father got a great laugh out of it. But yes, I pronounce the word route R-U-T-R-O-U-T-E. I pronounce it route. Because the other word without the E is pronounced route. And a route is when somebody basically, when a bunch of people break egg rank and run for their lives.
What? Let's not get into arguments like how GIF or GIF being a thing. Oh,
Let's not go there. Please, let's not go there. Chat, do not engage in meaningless topics like that.
Look, realistically, we're just being banter. Nobody cares that much how much I pronounce.
This is legit just playful banter.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna get upset because somebody gets upset with my pronunciation. I might get slightly upset if he tells me again that they think I'm English because of my accent, but that's literally a joke that I do at this point because everybody's first guess is that I'm English.
I mean, there's an argument that could be made there, but I'm not gonna go there.
Oh no, by all means, I'm actually curious.
What? My favorite VTuber said this thing incorrectly instead of how I usually pronounce it. How dare they? How dare they? I'm so mad.
I'm gonna cancel them on Twitter because they didn't pronounce it.
I'm gonna cancel them on Twitter. Fucking whatever.
Cancel on Twitter.com.
I'm gonna make a massive Google Doc. I'm gonna make a massive 5-page Google Doc canceling this one and how they're problematic.
Wait, hold on. Well, I need to answer this question. How would Button and Violet react to a shipment of those two? Definitely disgusted. No. Yeah.
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 Release the twit longer. Do it. Launch the twit longer now.
I am reminded of the
Me keeping my mean tweets in the draft.
Release the longer cut.
I particularly with the Violet and Button thing, I'm reminded of the announcement of the full Amazing Digital Circus video where Kane shows all
violent shipping wars that we'll be completely powerless to do anything about.
It's specifically the part where Kane shows Omni all of the censored bad art, but it's just like, what the f am I looking at? The consequences of our actions, and it's only going to get worse from here.
Gonna do a stretch
Sorry,
with you.
I'm sorry. I'm reading fucking. Sorry, voice splitting just got me with the Google Docky. Are you good?
Hey, you get it?
That's a good stretch.
I'm impressed that you're able to get a lot of movement and shred.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not making too much noise in the background. Unfortunately, I'm just finishing some stuff that I need to send off by end of day just as a report, because tomorrow is going to be Good Friday, so I won't be at work.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I might have dodged a bullet by being unemployed during this time.
I need to
imagine-
figure out what to draw for Easter this time.
Wait, do Americans not get Good Friday off?
No?
Oh my
Oof.
god. Oh my god.
It's
Yeah, it's a
typically
statutory holiday here.
Yeah.
Legit, I do not get Good Friday off. I wish I
There's
did.
nothing good about it. It's a shame that there's nothing good about it.
Oh, Good Friday in general. Okay, all right. I had a moment there, and it's like Friday in general. No.
No. Good Friday. Specifically, Good Friday in the United States.
It is the day
is-
before Easter, basically.
Yeah.
It's like where my American colleagues joke with me, oh, you guys are the 4th of July. And the Canadians say, no, what, you guys don't have 4th of July on your calendar?
Well, I celebrate 4th of July. My wife's birthday.
See, that's a reason I can respect.
Yeah, that exactly. So well, why are you celebrating the 4th of July? It's like, well, it's my wife's birthday. She was born on the 4th of July. What are you talking about?
I surely hope I got Isabel's cup size just about right. You know, I just had a realization. I have made so many girls over the years, ever since I got into D&D, but it made me realize I really need to put them in a line. Yeah, I do have a type. I definitely do have a type. I like drawing
Nikki.
girls.
See,
Mickey, may I ask you something?
Yes.
When have you ever been bothered by lightly embellishing a woman's bust? When have you ever been bothered by that?
Oh, not just the bust.
not it's the whole thing. The whole thing. We're talking about the bakery. We're talking about the cookies. We're talking about the whole fucking bakery. Not just the cookie racket.
Mickey cast burst chart when. You know what? That's what I'm trying to get into. I made so many characters over the years. I definitely need to make a chart of which one has the smallest and which one has the biggest, because I have.
why not just make a high chart at that point?
That too. I mean, I have two girls. I have significant girls who are on the shorter scale. I have significant girls who are in the taller scale. I just need to remember that. But also, I have a rule of thumb when it comes to designing my characters and what appeals to me as a bisexual woman. Yes, I like big boobs, but if the boobs become big, like really big to the point that it almost reaches the navel point or over it, that is no longer appealing to me.
That can
Yeah.
happen.
Some artists
So you
can
can-
actually go that far. Yes.
Yeah,
People
Jay, I
actually
would stop
have that.
imagining right now. I would stop imagining right now if you can.
Yeah, some people
I'm just-
actually had that.
What?
Yeah, it is. There are some people out there that do draw women with J cups.
Well,
gonna call it
we're not
that.
just talking
Jacobs.
drawing. We're talking about existing here at this point.
Existing. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god.
They do.
It's
exist.
rare, but-
It's rare, but it
Yeah,
does
it's not-
happen.
Yeah, it does happen.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah. God help those poor women with their J cups.
Hey. The body is surprisingly like, capable of supporting that kind of shit.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, they're
True,
capable of supporting it, just not for long.
Like,
Yeah, I
hey,
just feel sympathy for their back.
no, we're not getting into that because again,
Let's.
does not hurt as much as you think.
I am not reading that out loud, Retrofox.
Yeah,
Because you have to consider that you are growing into that weight to begin with. Like, so
That's-
you are
yeah.
constantly working it out, and it's eventually designs itself to support it.
see, I'm
That's
thinking
it.
of
If
this
you
from the
constantly-
perspective of somebody who's never had this perspective before.
Mhm.
I've literally
Not to
never had
mention-
this perspective before. I'm sorry.
Well,
That's-
you
I
don't
know.
have
Hey,
now.
it's a perspective that can't expect you to have right off the top of your head.
Hmm.
As
You
a
guys
trans
forget,
woman
I-
myself.
You guys forget, I grew
I had to
up
have-
in a Christian household, so
But yeah, as a
Absolutely
trans
fair.
woman myself, it's something I had to think about.
Hmm.
I'm actually curious about that perspective.
Wait a minute.
But I'll ask you about that later.
If you so wish.
I have drawn all of this bodies in the face layer, and the body layer is empty.
Wrong layer.
Now, you can
You're on the.
correct
It's in the
this.
wrong layer.
All you have to do is rename the layers.
Rename the layers. It should be an easy fix. Do not. Don't touch that copium tank. Don't touch that copium tank.
Don't need to sink into the bits there. Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Thank God.
Yeah, easy
these
fix.
are
Easy
in
fix.
Layers. These guys are these are vector layers, so they can be easily be edited, changed, and whatnot. It's my
And
goal.
this is why I love vector layers so much.
Oh yeah,
Shout
100%.
out to vector layers. It's gonna be like my favorite fucking layer to do. More.
Oh my lord! I almost had a
Ooh,
stroke
squizzy.
for the hot minute there. Someone got a tire air pump. I'm good. I'm no longer deflated into deflated and cringe and artist cringe, but I'm
I'm
good.
going to resist making a joke.
So, coming back around to the Good Friday thing
Mm-hmm.
and Easter Sunday. Having looked it up, no, the federal government does not classify the events as public commemoration. And it's largely because of the way that the U.S. handles federal holidays, which tends to be more secular in nature.
Right.
To emphasize a particular aspect of American heritage or to celebrate an event in American history, at least
Oh.
according to the Library of Congress.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh.
largely the reason why it's not considered a holiday in the U.S. That you get, well, a break from your job.
Yeah, I can
Damn.
respect that.
I mean, as someone who used to work as a caregiver in Hawaii before, my only days off are basically are very consistent. But before that, I have the worst boss ever, where she always keeps changing everyone's schedule to a ludicrous
Oh, you had one
degree.
of those ones.
Unfortunately, I do not miss her at all. But I did remember this one time when this takes place after she was let go, years upon the fact. My family and I were actually sitting down our favorite restaurant joint that's near work, just to have a good time. When my old boss decided to show herself to us, but however, she only took one look at us and then immediately just dips away. According to my mother, she said that I had the most venomous look in my face that it actually scared my ex-boss away from interacting any further.
Ha! I love it.
Wow.
Honestly, deserved.
And you know what? I do not miss that old boss for a reason at all. And I'm glad, because she gave me and a lot of my colleagues a significant amount of hell. But worst of all, she basically run my mother ragged, and that's, yeah, I can see. I think I know why now. Why I gave her that venomous look. Hello. Hi! I'm still in the jar!
I can see that.
Runia, I didn't mean to drown you out, Runia. I think you're repeating what you said. I think you need to repeat what you said. Oh.
Huh? I said something?
When it comes to Good Friday, yeah.
What good? The whole Good Friday thing, yeah.
Yep.
It's largely because of the fact that the criteria for a federal holiday in general tends to be, stuff related to American history and heritage. More so than any other, metric.
I mean, I feel like that's a bit of a flawed metric if you ask me, but what do I know?
But hey, at least it doesn't change the bus schedule when it happens.
That's the main. Okay, I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the buses. That's like a big major thing.
Oh, wait. Am I finally free?
You're finally free.
Oh my goodness. The crystal's also restoring itself, so that's good. That's good. Ah! 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 Oh, I can breathe.
Got someone else.
Wait.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Who's going to? Oh. I am
okay.
so sorry, dear. Any last words?
Wait, me?
Yep, you. Those are your last words. Mwah. Good luck, kiss.
I thought you just. I thought you for a sec from my end. It sounded like you let out a one last fart before you were in the job. Before you got sent to the job.
Well,
Just that check.
I mean, we had to know it wasn't actually a fart, so we're good on that front.
Oh, that's so dumb!
Oh, no!
Sorry, that was me being like, wait, what? While trying to sort out some stuff because I'm now about an hour after work, just trying to get some work submitted by end of day, and you know how it is.
The chair
Oh my god.
The chair creak really does sound like that.
Yeah, that's.
What, this?
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't
yeah,
hear
okay.
anything.
Neither did I.
Interesting, but yeah, thankfully this is just an office chair that I have here, which it works well here with my setup for work. So
I get that sometimes. Sometimes whenever I move around in my office chair, just sort of it either sounds like a very low fart or there's someone right behind me.
look, it's not the worst thing I've done to an office chair. In my previous apartment, I worked literally at my bedroom desk. And basically got into this really bad habit for both my posture and the chairs of just essentially just putting my legs up on my bed and working with the with basically putting weight on the chair, leaning backwards to the point where I literally snapped the metal base of a chair off completely by the end.
Whoa.
But basically, after just months of abuse, this chair finally couldn't take it anymore.
I can't handle it anymore.
You know,
Ugh.
it reminds me when I was much, much younger, and I had particular friends that would use my computer in order to play multiplayer games with my brother over a LAN connection. And at one point, the chair broke under this friend. My chair.
Oh no!
Crazy.
And we've always had a back and forth thing where I would basically say that you broke my chair, and he fires back, no, your chair tried to kill me.
Emerald Marine says maybe your chair needs some WD-40.
Oh no, that chair is in the trash and ain't coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
It has been replaced by an actual gaming chair now, like that I use for my gaming sessions, and I don't have that because I don't have my stuff anywhere near my bed anymore. I no longer have to worry about horrible posturing, which will affect me long term, or at least anymore.
I should really. I'm suddenly just shifting my weight to correct my posture moment you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things that only strikes once it's too late to do anything about it.
The thing is, I'm trying to find the right chair for me. Is kind of like trying to find my own glass slipper, because I am small. I tend to shrimp, and I also
Yeah, I get it.
And I also fidget a lot when I'm on my seat, especially since I have this one habit where I tend to tuck in my leg underneath my underneath my rear, if you will. And this has been my. I tend to fidget a lot. Okay.
That's fair. I think I do that as well.
Okay. Please, who calls you a shrimp? Yeah, not that, look. When I said shrimp, I mean like you bend your back down a lot. Especially when you're sitting down. Especially since you're sitting down, you're in the middle of doing art for long periods of time. Which, speaking
this is your reminder to do a save and layer check.
Thank you.
Good call.
I'm gonna, you know what? I just realized something. We've been here for about 2 hours now. We're gonna go have a 10-minute break so we can actually stand up, stretch our legs, use the bathroom. We'll be right back
Do some
after
push-ups.
these. That too. We'll be right back after these messages, and stay tuned.
Fun fact, I actually have a standing desk.
Oh.
I used to try a standing desk at like way back when I was still working for my old employer in Cape Town. Used to try a standing desk, and other than, I mean, I'm sure it helped my strength, but all I really felt at the time was just I feel exhausted by the end of it because I'd spent so long standing. It's like not all that much of a bad thing. The closest thing that I had since was working on like a previous client where some of the work I had to do involved manually moving around the office to various stations, some of which were not seated, so I would end up walking and standing for a good long while, as well as the fact that I was taking the train to and from work pretty much every day. So when I was doing that at the time, basically, I only found out just how much effect it had when I went to visit South Africa again. And a family friend of ours who happens to run a clothing store pointed out that I basically dropped a jean size.
Huh.
It was like kind of out of nowhere for me.
Wow. That's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of been offset from the fact that I'm now working from home on a different project. So now I have to wait for the weather to get nicer again so I can start my old habit that I used to do, where I would basically take a 15-minute walk to a place to get lunch and then walk back. But it's something I generally tend to do only in the summer periods when the weather is a bit better. Because speaking from experience, walking that route through snow is not fun.
Makes sense. Between you and me, I used to take a lot of strolls around town when I was working in like a motion picture studio.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of stuff to see. Like they had this forest outside for shooting scenes and junk, and they also had like a nice JCW's nearby, which is a local burger store, just to clarify.
Ah.
Very thick shakes, loved it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's kind of similar around here.
I would just take strolls during my breaks since I was sitting down all day.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, it was a similar thing for me. I did technically step out in my old work in Cape Town as well, just to go and get food, but it wasn't nearly as long a walk. And if you knew what was good for you, you never took long walks in Cape Town.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Very good way to be have your valuables reappropriated, let's say.
Yeah.
Just glad work's over and that there's a long weekend coming up on my end, so. Honestly, much needed given today's been a bit chaotic with things. I got yet another mail from the taxman saying, oh yeah, that thing with your income has changed, so now these things that we gave you earlier in the year, you've got to pay those back now.
What? That's bull.
Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how it works in the US with paybacks, but basically in Canada, depending on certain criterion, you get rebates effectively from the government, which they pay you back monthly. So it's there was this one particular rebate, and with my 2025 tax return submitted, they basically said, you technically don't qualify for this anymore, so we got to refund you for these specific, or you got to refund us for these specific periods. But bear in mind, this is also after the whole fiasco where my tax person accidentally filed my brother's numbers under my name in my tax return for 2024.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Although to be fair, you guys have to do your taxes like a month. Your deadline's like a month after ours was. So, but yeah, do not get lazy on doing tax stuff. It's a very good way to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, telling you right now, I'm so glad Rachel knows how to do this tax stuff, because I do not.
Yeah, I have as I said, a person who does it, and despite the mistake, I do still trust them because they not only did they fix it as soon as it became apparent, they paid all of the interest costs for the payment costs that I had to pay back, and they didn't charge me anything for doing the 2025 tax return as an apology. So they're still very...
Hey, that kind of integrity is rare these days.
Well, I mean, the way I think of it, as you say, and it's a thing of integrity. The way to judge someone is not whether they make a mistake, it's what they are able to do to fix it. So in this case, it was a clerical error at the end of the day. It got fixed. CRA got the money they were owed, and that's all that had to happen. This wasn't something with lasting consequences, so I'm not concerned about continuing to use them. I think they're still very highly professional from the way that they acted in response to everything.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the liner for this commission here.
I'm going to just switch over to my PC now. I shall join you in a bit.
admittedly, I don't really know what kind of work you've had done. So, and honestly, I don't even think that's my place to ask.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank
We were
you.
having an interesting conversation while we were away on ads.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
a little bit more about about what Runia has to go through. So I might have stepped on something that might have been that
Nope.
might have been better left unsaid.
No, you have not. Like, I have spent a fair amount of time disabling those landmines. You are safe.
Okay.
You are
As the
more
old
than willing
saying
to ask.
goes, live and learn.
That's also a
Plus,
song,
you
apparently.
have open. Yeah. Plus, you have openly admitted that you are a bit sheltered on these topics, so I am more than willing to teach. But yeah. for the
See,
most
that is
part,
something I am very thankful for.
I have not had much in the way of physical work done on me yet. Like it's doable. It just is a lot of paperwork and getting people to listen and move things along, kind of thing, and it's exhausting. For the most part,
I can
though, I
imagine.
am on HRT. I have medication, and a lot of secondary traits are coming in.
I see.
Which I am still
And enough.
happy. For, that's which I'm still happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
So HRT, that's the hormone you're taking, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, despite what one may think, HRT is not strictly for trans people. Sometimes people have particular hormone imbalances themselves for no good reason.
Yeah.
Honestly,
So,
that is completely understandable. I know the world of medication is an interesting one.
Mhm.
One of my friends is actually a pharmacist.
Oh.
So yeah, with that said, all of this recent stuff where people are government at the behest of him trying to crack down on
Yes, the rotten orange.
trying to crack down on gender affirming care and hormone treatment and whatnot hurts more than just trans people.
Yeah, it hurts for people
is.
that actually want to like there are probably like some people out there that have like very low testosterone and they just want to have like a little bit of, or like guys that have like low testosterone. For
And it's not, and you're not entirely wrong. Do you know what also needs what also needs them too? Women undergoing menopause, because their body is when they finally reach to their middle age range, their bodies are undergoing through another change. Their body stops producing estrogen and therefore they will also undergo through changes. Like, oh my goodness, gravity! Realm Wars, hi! Okay.
Hey!
Raiders, welcome
Hello.
to the Paper Plane Inn. I'm Ikata Niu,
Yo.
and currently we're doing art that's for the players of a D&D campaign that I'm a part of. But Realm Wars, thank you so very much for sending your raiders here. If you guys want to raid and run, that's okay. But thank you so very much for the raid. I want you to just take care of yourselves. Did you guys have a good stream? And
Looks like the raid message is we're unbeatable. My mind went to one place with that, and I'm hoping I'm correct. Sonic Frontiers?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, peak.
Either that or maybe it's that game Unbeatable, come to think of it.
Most likely, it could be either of those until we get confirmation. But going back on topic, yes, women.
Yeah, you came in on an interesting conversation, Chad.
Okay, but yeah, that's
Oh, a team up art piece. Nice.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Is it like a? What's that web page that's like Scribble.io?
I don't know what it is, but I've always been interested when it comes to doing collab art streams, and I just don't know how is that actually properly done.
I know that we thought about doing that for a while, Miki, and Scribble.io was one of the things we were looking into.
Ah.
You remember that?
Okay, I need to find that again so I can actually get a better look at that.
Yeah.
But thank you. Let's actually look at that together when we get the chance.
Yes, let's.
But yes, going back on topic. When women undergo middle age, their bodies also start producing less estrogen, and not only does it give them the titular symptoms such as hot flashes and also mood swings, but the hormone imbalance is pretty bad when a woman does go through that. Especially if there are some cases out there where women experience it far earlier than they're supposed to.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, for those who are just joining us, we're just having a conversation on hormones because I am a trans person and questions were asked.
Yes,
There were
yes, questions were asked, and you know what? I'm open to learning, so I don't regret it.
Just do let us know if it gets too much for any particular reason, all right?
Of course.
Yes.
We don't want to overwhelm you with anything here.
yeah, it's just purely educational purposes.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yes.
large and short, this whole attack on trans people in general is affecting more than just the group that they're going after. As
Exactly.
unfortunate as it is.
It's everybody that has hormone imbalances.
Okay, I honestly thought you were, to be honest. Look, here in the Paper
Who?
Plane Inn, I will give a bit of a I will let this thing out there for those who are new here. A lot of things fly here in the Paper Plane Inn, from loud expletives to chaos, and sharing knowledge from that's both helpful and not so much. But it is a place where I genuinely hope that everyone gets to sit down, relax, take a break from the real world, and just, chill. Because
Yeah.
that is
Drink a
basi-
cold one.
Because what tavern establishment is it not when you don't see chaos flying by? What?
Yes.
Said, should be noted that there are some things we will not let fly. And
True.
Yeah.
And that is any phobic behaviors.
Yeah. Or just use common sense. Like, come on. It's
Yes, exactly.
long,
In here is.
long story short,
Oh, sorry. You go.
I was just going to simply say that the key thing about tolerance is that you cannot tolerate intolerance.
And besides,
Yeah.
That is actually a great way to put it.
and
The way, sorry, go ahead.
no, I can wait. You can go.
The way it's been explained to me is tolerance is like a social contract. The moment one party violates the agreement, the other party is under
All bets are
no
off.
under no obligation to continue respecting the agreement.
That's
So-
actually a very great way of putting it.
It falls a lot in line with the South African Constitution's rule on rights and responsibilities. Your rights exist until they reach the point where they violate someone else's rights. Your right to free speech does not give you the right to violate someone's right to dignity.
Exactly. There you go.
Oh.
and pardon,
Whereas,
yeah, pardon
whereas
my
in
French.
America, they tend to lean towards the idea that, yes, we have free speech, which means that someone can smack you back for what you say.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, here
My-
in the
Which,
Paper Plane
honestly-
Inn- okay.
Kinda works and kinda doesn't, unfortunately.
My philosophy is that just don't be a cunt. Pardon my French, but just don't be a cunt. Don't be a shit cunt.
It is
I'm an
very
Aussie,
clear.
so I have-
Yeah, it's a very Aussie way of thinking of it. Simple,
I mean-
blunt, and effective.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you
Look.
want to put it that way.
At
Just
the-
I had to get down into this, get to the skin and bones.
Look, here in the Paper Plane Inn, we try. Yes, it may be a place of chaos, banter, and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it is a place where I intend that everyone is welcome here. From those in the spectrum, those in the LGBT spectrum too, and just about everyone, except, proper assholes.
Assholes.
And we do not,
Yeah,
and just
it's-
like any other establishment that you go to from a bar, we don't tolerate that here.
Yeah, just again, as I said before, don't be a cunt, or don't be a shit ass. Don't be a meanie poo poo head, doo doo caca, mean transphobic bigot. Is that it? I think I've run out of words. Anymore?
Okay.
Now, having said that,
Oh, that was a titty shot. Oh shit.
Boy!
now,
We use the word
No.
"duos" where I come from.
now, having said all that, it should be noted there are some jackass trans people. As long as you don't judge them by the fact that they are trans, you know,
Literally
don't be afraid
just
to pick
judge them for the fact that they're
Yeah.
jerks.
They're jerks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
please
Judge
please,
people by
please.
their actions and not their
Right.
descriptors.
Exactly. I mean, I'm in the same mentality when it comes to like, depicting people of Christianity. We do not claim the intolerant one.
You're not affiliated with me.
Now, you could argue
Exactly.
there are some
Type shit.
exceptions, like Nazis.
Type
We
shit.
punch Nazis.
We
Oh
got
yeah, we always punch
Uh-oh.
Nazis.
Got another plush redeem.
dice
Hello?
roll time. Get a D20 or whatever.
Dice roll. Oh shit.
Or in this case, a
Oh.
D8.
Oof.
Because there's a lot more people this time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Been popping off.
1 is
There's
Steve.
people around.
2 is Bio. 3 is Dave. 4 is Jay. 5 is Runia. 6, I turn into a plushie and I go into the jar. Wait, that's a D6, not a D8. But the point stands.
Yeah.
I'm rolling it. Okay, here we go. Ah. Fiddlesticks. Who's 4 again?
Wait, that was me!
Ah, thank you for reminding me.
They up. You added yourself.
Time to go,
Bro,
time to go.
just-
Oh no.
Thanks for out of yourself.
Sorry.
Ow.
Any last words? You have lovely last words.
I'm back in the Silicon Prison!
I mean, look
Oh,
at
just
it.
be glad there's not something else in there.
I mean, look on the bright side. I get to clean.
It's
It's
mostly
clean.
cleaned out. All what's left is now is a
Mostly.
couple of bits and
Mostly.
clovers.
Look, you might
Clovers
have
look
a bit
delicious.
of,
I want to eat them.
but don't eat the 4-leaf one. Actually, that's an interesting question. If you accidentally eat by accident a 4-leaf clover, would you be lucky? Or would
You'd
the
be lucky
effects
to
of
be
the
alive, that's for sure.
You'll be lucky as long as the 4-leaf clover remains intact.
I'm just not speaking from experience, just a genuine question. It's not like I did not fucking ingest a 4-leaf
I-
clover. Although
I
I
I'm
think
like
you ingested a 4-leaf clover.
no, I did. I never did. In fact, I actually did swallow marbles when I was a kid.
How are you alive?
Spike.
Good question.
Does it do anything to you?
It doesn't do anything. It just rolls out.
Yeah.
It just rolls out.
Great! I was not expecting that today!
Oh, boy, I'm gonna put this in a way you'll understand. You beat me on neck, cunt!
Okay. Ugh, Jesus Christ, you're killing her. Oh, it's not my fault that I was a dumbass kid.
I'm okay. Oh. Ah.
It's not my fault that I was a dumb baby-brained kid. I didn't know what I was doing. I was
I didn't
smearing
do
shit
that.
on
I
the
didn't
walls.
swallow weird shit. I just grabbed an electric fence.
You grabbed. Holy shit!
Wait. What? Honey?
You did!
Holy
what?
shit!
I never
Okay.
told you this story, hun.
No.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Okay,
I think
chat.
that's.
Story time. Gather around, because I'm not saying it again.
Although they might clip it.
They might clip it.
Hmm.
And if so, they're welcome to it.
Or in the VOD. It's not exactly like.
Let me put it this way.
Anyway.
I was a very dumb, very gullible kid. One time, in the backyard, the very same backyard we currently have, hun, there was an electric fence, specifically there to keep the dog from escaping. and my brother told me, "Hey, go touch this fence with a stick."
No.
I did not hear the stick.
No!
Used your hands.
So my original plan was just to tap it. But however,
Fucking
the
shit,
instant I
dude.
tapped it, my muscles tensed, my fist curled up, and I just started going. This one just kept there for about a second. I let go, but then I go to the other hand, then I do it again, and my mom has to tear me off.
Oh, holy.
Wow.
Sweet Christmas, dude!
Gosh, and I thought my experience with the flash of a camera was was horrifying. I was like,
Yeah, I was about to say I had this weird experience with an extension cord one time as a kid. Like I just put it into the wall, and while I was doing something with it, I think I was using it to play with like a electric race car set. Like I look at this thing in my hands, and it suddenly starts. At the end of it, starts popping like in front of my face. Like I'm not being shocked by it, but it's just popping there, and gave me it gave me the fright of my life.
Jesus Christ.
Like this
Could've just said
loud
the shock of
popping
your
sound.
life, but hey, whatever.
Yes, but that would have been a little too on the nose, as opposed to my dad, who actually got a 40,000 volt shock at work once.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For
You
reference,
people alive.
Oh my Cersei, why, man?
Texans are built different.
yeah, the thing is, my dad worked basically. He studied and worked as an electrical engineer in his earlier days. And one of his first jobs, he worked around high voltage electrical machinery. So one day, due to unfortunate placement of hands, he ends up like touching two hands between two spots and ends up basically volting himself with about 40,000 volts. Fortunately, in just such a way that said volts did not make contact with his heart.
How is he
Fuck. Hell.
still alive after that?
Well, you know what? Sometimes
As I
men
said, it missed his
do
heart.
various things. Men do various things in their pastime. Sometimes, if we get injured, the causes of injured, like everyone else is like, oh, I got a paper cut or whatever. But I'm just like, I touched an electric fence and I'm still alive. I don't know how the fuck I'm here, but here I am. And also swallowing marbles as well.
God, it kind of reminds me of that one video from Fenrir about how men tolerate pain. From the physical side, they are perfectly fine, but the moment they get sick, it feels like they're
That's
on
it.
their
We
last-
fold. We fold like
Fold
a
hard.
goddamn.
Yeah, we fold like origami.
Yeah.
for real. Like we could do shit like that, but when it comes to like getting sick, like a cold or a stomach ache, we're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, mild to moderate physical trauma, natural buff out. The slightest of colds, dying.
I should not
Listen,
survive this winter.
Fuck.
Listen, external pain we can take no problem. Internal pain though, we break.
We're dead. We're dead. Like,
Interestingly, though, women have
Yes,
better pain
Jexo.
tolerance than men.
What's up?
They have to.
They kind of have to, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they kind of have to.
Jexa Dragon says, "You're not alone, Steve. I put my finger in an exposed electric wire connected to the light switch when as a kid."
See, the thing about that is you likely was exposed to maybe half a second of this at most. I was exposed to that electric fence for a full 3 seconds.
Can
Oh
Did
jeez.
you
oh my
guys-
god, can
That definitely is. I've definitely had far more milder electrical adventures in my youth. It's like, mostly it helped that I had a father who worked at NASA, and so technology was given a lot of
Oh shit.
education and whatnot. Also, yes, I did see the whole Artemis 2 launch.
Yeah,
that
I know,
happened
I
we'll,
yesterday.
we'll get into that
Like-
later.
I missed it.
Yeah,
It was-
no.
I'm upset about
Yeah.
that.
It was also really hilarious seeing an image of the of Mission Control and finding Artemis the cat plushie sitting there as well.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah.
Oh,
But putting that aside, I was like, my two biggest electrical mishaps I ever had when I was young. One was when I just very curiously put a paperclip between two what do you call the prongs on a plug, basically. And then I plugged that into the wall.
Oof.
And yeah, sure enough, a flash and some burn. And
Ouch.
I left a mark on the outlet, but you know what? Nothing major happened. It was a nightlight. It wasn't anything big.
Yowza.
My second
That's
one
fine.
was when I was in the
You're
Scouts,
fine.
and we had a disposable camera. And at one point, we broke it. So we were, and of course, me being curious as I ever am, started
Mhm.
looking at the guts of the thing.
Oh.
And at one point, I
Oh,
touched.
hold on. Don't
Oh.
move.
Yeah, Danica.
Don't move. I'm
Don't-
doing a thing.
Don't move what? Do what? Don't what?
But
What?
continue, Rooney. Okay, good. Continue, Rooney. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a thing.
Yeah, basically, I started, poking around with whatnot, and I happened to touch the part of the camera that, powers the flash.
Oh no.
Oh
So-
no.
That was an interesting tingle that ran through my body, as the entire thing discharged in that one moment.
You flashbanged yourself.
No.
Oh,
Not really
wow.
flashbanged myself, just zapped myself.
Electrocuted.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh boy.
I remembered this story. Not an electric mishap, but my sister was doing wiring on a Coast Guard vessel. Next to her was this guy using a blowtorch on a spot and that had just been painted. My sister said, "That's gonna catch fire." He didn't listen. Not only did the wet paint catch fire, but globs of flaming paint fell between the layers of his thick work outfit. She had to help
Oh,
him strip
no.
off the burn. Oh, God.
Good grief!
There is nothing more horrifying when working on a ship than a fire. You can run away from a fire on land. You cannot run away from a fire on a boat.
There we go.
Yeah. At that
Hello.
point, a fire on a
Echo.
boat is not someone
how
else's
long-
problem. That is a
No.
you solve it this instant.
Do you know how
Is-
long I've been waiting to actually be able to join these calls again?
So,
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
It's been a while for you, bud.
Welcome back.
I'll say I was waiting a long time.
well, I was able to get off my butt and get back to work with House of Plushies. And does it feel nice?
Oh no, absolutely. going
Yay!
Looks cool too.
I agree.
I gotta say, love the mask. The mask is probably my favorite part of the design.
Damn. So fucking
Fine, yeah.
yeah, it's like it's very invincible Supergirl cool.
And of course, the use of the sound waves. Ah, I love it. I love it. It tickles my brain like you wouldn't believe.
I was laughing so hard I think I lost a lung.
I get close.
I never actually did anything with electric wiring as I was younger, so I wish I could contribute those stories with funny ones similar like that. Or
Yeah, the-
near-death experiences like that.
Yeah, the closest I ever came to anything else going like horrifically wrong was actually not anything specifically going wrong, but let me put it to you this way. My father's lawnmower was electric wire powered. So my sessions of mowing the lawn were literally me not only mowing the lawn, but also monitoring the position of the wire to the outlet that
Oh.
was in the backyard. Basically, winding it behind me so as to not electrocute myself with a lawnmower blade.
Oh, what?
Yep.
How are you alive?
Careful management. Basically, my dad taught me how to do it properly. Just keep it wound behind your back and make sure that you wiggle it with your left arm. One arm on the mower, one arm to wave the wire away from your area of travel.
I think I'm gonna need some water after this.
I think
No
you and me
kid.
both, hon.
But I think the closest thing I ever did something really stupid when I was young was almost burning the house.
Oof.
Yeah, like just to that's definitely one that all kids go through. Like, you nearly burned the house down.
My house to the
I was
ground.
young and I was
My
very
family's
stupid.
dead.
See, I
What are you
can't,
gonna?
see, I can't even say I've never done that before. The microwaving tinfoil story happened.
No.
What?
Yeah, but have you ever swallowed marbles before?
I don't know if you ever microwave tinfoil.
No,
no.
oh
no, but
my
I
God.
tried to microwave a bar of chocolate in a glass of milk to try to turn it into.
I boiled an
Oh,
empty kettle
Holy
once.
shit.
And of course, this was me young and having saw a
Young
chocolate
and
milk
dumb.
commercial using what was it, Powerpuff Girls, and one of them melted it with laser vision. I'm like, what if I can do that with the microwave?
Yeah, I can do
So,
that. I saw it in a cartoon.
I remember that
tried it.
commercial.
I tried it, and it wasn't going anywhere fast. And I was like, okay, maybe not. And I take the glass out carefully and put it on the countertop, the cold countertop.
Oh no.
Oh,
Exploded.
After it's
Oh,
been
no,
microwaved,
it shattered.
knows how much time in the microwave. And no, it did not explode, but it immediately cracked.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Instantly, it like went.
Oh, you just unlocked
I
a
was like,
memory for
oh.
me.
Huh?
It's like,
Okay,
oh, no.
so with me, this is my first ever trip to Mexico, and all we had was like either water, soda, or beer. That's all we had for drinks.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Granted, now note, I was 19 at the time, so it's like, okay, there's no sodas. I'm tired of soda, but we actually managed to find a place, like a little family-owned shop down the street, and in that shop was tea leaves. So I went ahead and took a look, and I took some boiling water, took some water in a cup, and then boiled it, like I always do.
What was the catch?
See, normally when I do this, I would dump that, I would then brew the tea inside the thing, and then put it in a plastic pitcher. The only pitcher we had was made of glass,
Oh no.
Cold glass, I'm guessing.
room temperature. But I put it on a counter. I then start pouring, and about a second into pouring, the entire thing just shatters.
Oof.
Oh no.
That was
Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it did get everyone a pretty good scare.
no. You think?
Like, honey,
I
let me
said-
put it this way: there's a reason I'm covered in scars.
Dang.
It's not for. It's not for sure. It's not for show. That's for certain.
Pure
Yeah,
stupidity at work.
Yeah, closest I ever
Good
came to
grief.
that was the time I accidentally
My
boiled
lord.
an empty kettle.
I can't believe it. Your scars literally, like, physically remind you that the past was in fact real.
Yeah. I look at it this way: I've got a scar on my thumb. I don't even know how I got it.
Oh my god. I think I've got a scar on my thumb as well, but I
What a
sliced it open
coincidence.
with like
Go ahead.
yeah. I know. That's it. Scar
Like,
thumb
I
brothers.
think the one from the machete is fading.
I have a scar on my thumb from opening a Christmas present with a jagged knife.
Oof.
It got
I've got
caught
a
on tape, and I was like, okay, well, it's like I couldn't move it any further because I was cutting along the tape holding the box together, and I was like, come on, and I yanked it, and it went straight into my side of my thumb.
Oof.
I did something similar with a cardboard knife once. Wasn't bad, but yeah.
And, like,
You know
the
those pipe
point of the-
threadings?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry, you go on, Runia. You
I was
finish your
gonna say,
thing.
like when we talk about jagged edge, I mean like big ones, like ones designed to cut apart cardboard kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So one of
That's
those
it.
points was largely into my thumb, and of course I immediately put my thumb in my mouth, ran over to the bathroom sink, and point my thumb down, letting it drain into the sink
Yowza.
before my parents caught up with me and had, gauze and everything, and they looked at me. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, you silly
Yeah.
Billy?
Yeah,
You
that's
almost
not how
sliced your thumb open and you were almost bleeding out. Oh, you. Oh, you. Bleeding profusely.
I'm pretty sure it's long since like healed by now. I always try to see if I could still see the window incident scar on my arm, but that was like when I was like a literal small child, so I'm pretty sure that isn't all that visible anymore. I just remember that one time when I was like a literal small child, and despite I always tell, it's so funny. I got the scar on my arm from the window breaking, despite the fact that I was the one throwing a different person out that window. But I'm the one who got the scar.
Oh.
It's
Oof.
like because it's a funny story. Okay, so I threw and it was a first. I want to preface this. It was the first floor. It was a one-story house. I'm saying this now so nobody has, because in order to give the proper details, I don't want anyone to think this was like, yeah, I don't want to think
Context
this is like
matters.
Yeah, context is important. Anyway, so when we were little kids, my sister stabbed me. So I ended up knocking her out of a window, and for some reason I'm the one who ended up with the long cut on my arm, despite the fact that she was the one who went out the window. And I'm like, how are you the one not scarred from this? Now,
Sorry about that. Had to switch to my phone real quick.
Fair enough.
funniest thing is whenever I tell this story, nobody believes it, but if she's in the room with me, she will confirm this did happen. And it's really funny. We laugh our asses off about it nowadays, obviously. But
Yeah. Back then.
But
Holy
random lore,
shit.
the random lore.
That's it. You gotta have to put out some lore every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta drop the most out-of-pocket life story to keep everyone engaged, keep everyone paying attention.
True.
I mean, did I ever tell you guys about the time that my wrist got grinded underneath my my chest against the road?
Excuse me?
Oh yeah. So interesting story. My brother and I, we like to race whenever we were headed towards the car. We couldn't park in the garage at our old apartment place back in California, right? So my parents, they had started taking to parking along the side of the road outside of the apartment complex. Problem was, this was on a steep incline. So my brother and I, one day, we were racing, and I decided in my bright 13, 14-ish year old mind to try and take a shortcut to beat him. Problem was, he was faster than me. And I came out right around the time he turned the corner, and he collided with me full speed, and I fell downhill towards the incline, where I got onto the granite and tried to use my hands to stop myself. The problem was, my little 14-year-old baby hands were not up to the task.
Oh no.
So, in other words, I still had my momentum and could not stop. So my hand ended up sliding underneath my body and then got twisted up as I slid down the granite.
No!
And I still have a scar on my wrist to this day, reminding me of that incident.
As we all know, 13-year-olds make the best decisions.
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
Oh god. I mean, the one story I could think of about relating to scars was the one on my knee, and that's like when I was still working the care home, still in my late 20s, if you will. Well, because the care home is technically a home, family owned, because my mom is the nurse, and my sister is also my coworker too. This took place late in the evening when we put every resident to bed, and I decided that I want to use this opportunity to just stretch my leg outside, just go for a little walk, and just for just a block, and that's it. That's all I ask for. The walks usually takes about 10 minutes or 15. But not even 5 minutes when I went out to walk, because my sister and my mother are watching the floor. I did not pay attention to the sidewalk. I accidentally hit a crack. And by this accident, I started wobbling. I started trying to catch myself. I could not catch myself from falling in time, and then I fell stupid hard onto that pavement, and not only did it tore my knee, but it also tore open my scrub pants.
Youch!
I rolled poorly on a deck save, and I had to hobble back into the care home and ask for my mom for help. The moment she saw me in such a state, she, as a nurse, as you do, gets to immediately treating me with that said knee. It was pretty bad. And
Was this around the time I just moved in?
Nope.
Oh, this was after.
Yep. Wait. This is before we moved in. Yep. Because I think I still have the picture, so the timetable is there. So I lost a nice pair of scrubs because that hole is hard to repair, and I got a perma scar on my knee since.
Yeah.
I mean, that reminds me of the time in elementary school. I actually had a kid collide into me because he was rushing towards the pickup, and again, this happened on granite, so he collided into me. I got my knee scraped, and they had to actually take tweezers and pick out the pebbles. It was torture.
I can only imagine, bro. I still have.
Yeah. Also, this was the type of elementary school where the grand majority of everything was outside, and the classrooms were all in. They were all in these suspended buildings.
Huh.
So very low budget place. They didn't exactly pave the place recently, so the granite was very, well, for lack of a better word, poorly maintained.
Okay. I think I'm gonna give Zorag a chain for his amulet, so this might, I got a fuck ton of brushes. This might take a while.
No worries.
All right.
Here we
It's
go.
like about a massive, big fucking book of brushes. You just plop down like. All right. Let's see.
Well, to be fair, Clip Studio Paint Brushes is a godsend for artists like me. Because
Yes.
Totally.
Also, just a note on the other part of the reason I went for like the overall cloth mostly covering armor look is because then there's let's just say there's the spoiler of what's underneath the cloth when not in battle that's available.
Yep, and I know what that is because Dave admitted to me offline, and that's something I'm not gonna disclose either.
Yes, that'll be a spoiler.
But yes, we are currently designing these player characters for the campaign that Steve, Dave, and I and a fourth party are a part of. And this is where I got to play as Isabel for that said campaign. Alright, I need to actually get to working on the faces in this one, so that's something I'll do very shortly. Because I was getting ready to start getting to work on doing the flat colors, only to realize that I do not have the colors for, I do not have the face layer, so that's going to be a ain't nobody want a faceless player character.
No one.
Okay, but I will give the forecast for those who are expecting more streams for me next week. Next week I'm gonna do another Pals of Plushies art stream. That's for sure. Where I'm gonna be picking a few more peeps that I know of in my circle, and mutuals too, and afterwards that I'm gonna be doing more Earth streams of other things too. And I think I have just the ones to work on. Let's go ahead and work on this. Okay, now onto the face layers. But I will say this. I really like the development that is going on with Isabelle so far, but Isabelle was kind of meant to be. I had a different thing in mind when it comes to Isabelle. That sure, she may be all sweet and bunch, but I had dabbled with the idea that Isabelle is very secretive, but that secretive kind of fell sideways when the attention was pointed to that direction in the same game. But trust me,
you have to you could probably work that in.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Present her as a beauty who has more hiding behind her smile, in a sort of Mona Lisa sort of way.
Huh. And no one actually still figured out on Mona Lisa to this day, isn't it?
Yep.
They really are.
Well,
and
the problem is it's
enough, there's actually funny enough, there's actually a lesser known second copy of the Mona Lisa. Did you know that?
No.
So get this, it actually shows the painting of the same woman from a slightly different angle. Apparently, Lisa was actually modeling in that scene where Leonardo da Vinci and several of his students were actually painting. And that second copy was actually painted by one of his students.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, that charger got me good.
Okay, let's see. But I will say this. There are some art assets that I'm yet to actually finish when it comes to Dreams and Wishes. It will be released to my Patreon, and it'll be free to the public to listen to. So both people, so people who, it doesn't matter if you're pledging or a free member or you're just visiting my Patreon, it's right there. But let's see. It's just that it took me a while to get to that because not only do I have to balance a lot of projects, I also had to work on designing art assets when it comes to the said campaign. I mean, it's not sure they'll be in the description down below when you finally go listen to it, but trust me, some images are very much needed for context. Especially since they'll be tied to character backstories and whatnot. And then also designing NPCs too, but there'll be most likely headshots. You good,
Right.
hun?
I don't know.
But should know.
It's kind of a shame that there's no good campaign this there's no campaign this Saturday because I was actually looking forward to playing more of Isabelle.
As I was looking forward to it too.
Yeah. It's kind of a plum shame that there's no continuation at least for this Saturday, but at least there'll be another chance next time, right?
Fingers crossed.
Is that what she sounds like?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, this is the same voice that I used for Isabelle Kane.
Knowing smile.
Where do you need to be?
I think you might have just given Ness competition for Danica to consider.
I was about to say. You think there's competition and there's not and I don't have a collection of women created by Mikoto over there in the harem couch?
I mean,
It's,
Let me actually go over these voices again so everyone gets
Right,
an
you-
idea on who's who.
You think there's a contest?
Danica collecting Mickey's women like
Pokemon.
the Infinity Stones.
This is the voice for Isabel Kane, and it's mighty kind of actually meeting you. Sure, it's a bit of a work of progress in trying to do a Southern Belle voice, but it is one that I'm actually going for the right direction. You sure look plumb tongue-tied. Are you alright?
Can I make a request?
Exceptionally
Can you say-
horny, exceptionally horny, but yes.
Yeah.
Can you say "bless your heart"?
Oh, bless your heart, honey.
Yes.
We got it. We got it.
To be fair, that is
Got it.
also a very common phrase in the game as well.
Mhm.
Well, I would hope so. It's lore
And
accurate.
then, this is Nessa's voice. It's soft, but it is one that's actually tied to her person. Well, to be fair, I did have a bit of a hard upbringing considering how, well, the circumstances, but it is one that I'm actually, have been proud of for over the past few years.
You know, in another life, you could have been a voice actress.
I mean, to be
You
fair,
have so much range. I don't think you understand.
although to be fair,
Well, you did dabble
I
back
did-
in the day.
I did dabble back in the day when I was still a when I was still a Gmodder, and
Hell, VA work is how we met.
uh-huh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna be so real.
yes,
I say this every time Nessa's brought up.
yes.
I partially, with full hyperbole, owe her my life because the Mardi Gras image altered my brain chemistry.
Full hyperbole. Oh boy. I apologize.
I don't think a week has gone by where I don't revisit that Mardi Gras image, dude. I'll be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling Runia is on the same page with me.
You got
You have it in a
need to
little
read-
pocket.
I would
you
need-
just have that Mardi Gras picture in your pocket just to remind you what you're fighting for. Like, you know, sure, I'm fighting for truth, justice, but goddamn.
Most importantly,
This
dead titties.
Yeah.
I may need a review on what
Yes!
that is. I
That's
can't remember
where
if I
I'm
remember the
looking.
right one.
I am totally looking at her boobs. That is totally where my eyes are looking.
You are looking very respectfully, and
This is the part where everyone who knows me well
Yeah.
enough knows that's not where I'm looking.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I may need.
Sorry, you go.
I may need someone to share a refresher on that image for me because I think I'm blanking on the exact one.
Hold
Let's see who gets it faster, Miki or Danica.
on. Let me find it again. Okay,
Did my bookmark first, I think.
hold on. Okay, it's. I'm digging. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy.
Speaking of dwarves,
Yeah,
I just recently learned in Pathfinder
There you
that
go.
the dwarves of Five Kings Mountains have
There
thrown
it is!
armor on a dwarf.
that's
I
it.
mean, not a
That's
dwarf,
what
a
you're
mountain.
fighting for, Danica.
Oh yeah, that.
I would like to remind. It was in fact in my bookmarks, by the way. I was correct.
Bookmark. Good.
And boy, howdy, do I actually love the following comic that came after this. Okay, and you know what? I'm being nice. I'll be nice for this one time. Ahem. Oh, this one is for Mardi Gras. Celine helped me with this. Fergus? He's
still going! This is the fourth time!
Mon Dieu, Fergus, let's go! Breathe! Pull down the mirror! Wrap it up!
No, honestly, Fergus is so real. For
Twitch,
that.
by the way, that was me clapping my hands, okay? It wasn't insinuating anything.
Fergus is so real for this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, Loki's fun.
Ah, I miss my Kong, hun. I miss my Kong. I'll be back.
You miss it. You miss. Yeah. Take a minute.
This is typically. It's hilariously also one of the images I always pull out whenever I'm advertising Miki's art to people who have never seen it before.
You do know
Because
I
I'll-
intend to make something with Ness for this year's Easter, right?
I look forward to it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
meanwhile,
I tend to talk about all of my artist friends to other people who may not know of their work, and then I'll always like collect the favorite pics to like use as examples. If provided I don't just have a magnum library of art they've done for me directly, and then it's like, and when it comes to Miki, I'm like, I'll pull that one out, and then typically that does all the talking for me. Because it'll immediately get followed with the person I'm talking to going, so how can I find this person?
yeah, on my end, it's always the art that Miki made for my first PNG.
I mean, my first exposure to you was the art Miki did for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ditto.
I've
That was
always been grateful to her for that. Like that was around the time that she wanted to experiment on, doing that as something people could commission, and we did some back and forth. I was basically her test subject on that, her guinea pig.
Yeah, and then my response
And I believe the end result was, no, I don't want to do this for more than one person.
However, it's how I know you exist, so...
Honestly, I probably would not have been here if not for that art.
Aww.
For the work
She's
that
very
she has put
talented.
into it. And, the money I had at the time to pay her for it, because she deserved every dollar of that. Honestly, should have gotten more. Could have gotten more.
Aw, you guys. Sheesh. Unless you think too much.
Get loved.
Unless you think too much about it, how about to show these voice of an old voice, Kami? Ah, you mean Shadow's Kami? Oh boy.
Yeah.
This
is like a very deep cut of
It's-
fucking. This is like a.
I mean, you gotta ask which one though, because this is the voice. This is the voice default I use for Kami. It's normal, a little bit elevated in pitch, and one that shows that she's a young girl. And though she did go through a lot, which resulted with two different voices, if you will. One, which is Shadow Kami, which this kind of elevation, which this kind of voice showcase maturity. Although it does actually bring it does remind some people here on certain other characters with this kind of voice. But if I had to go a little bit more bolder, and sadly I don't have voice mod for this, so
That's fine.
oh, and this is the kind of voice I use for Shadow Kami. Well, dark, sultry, but also with confidence because I know for sure I am not afraid to actually mess lives with this. And trust me, I will mess you up too if given the chance.
I have a fear.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, real quick.
I love voices. Go ahead.
While you're still in that mind space to use that particular tone of voice, can you say one particular thing for me with it?
Anything, dear.
Can you say, and I quote, "You're dead and buried"?
Seems to me that you are dead and buried.
And bricked!
There we go.
No, it seems like to me like you're dead and buried. Well, just buried for now.
You want some food?
I still
Chat, what-
got it.
Chat, women are
It's still.
I love
Oh, you still
voices.
got
Chat, women fine as hell. I like women. Women are great.
Yeah. Absolutely. We all love
I
women.
love
Women are very
doing
nice.
We love
voices.
women here.
I've been,
Yeah,
I've been
I
so-
love doing voices
And men.
myself.
I've been,
Oh,
I've
yeah?
been so horny for men the past 2 days. It's wonderful to be reminded that women. Anyway,
Women. True. So
Uh,
true.
But continue, Runia.
Honestly, yeah,
I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say I love doing voices. I've done a few myself. I've also occasionally slipped back into a mask voice every so often.
Oh,
And I found it very like even though it's not my thing anymore, at the same time I take great pride in having made a gay trans mask person melt like, twice. The
That's
second
it.
time
You know how
after
to
they
follow
said,
them.
"Yeah, I'm immune now," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And they were like, "Nope,
I haven't-
nope, nope."
Runia, that's a
Damn it.
dangerous weapon you're doing there. Runia, please.
Hun, but wait,
Oh,
honey.
Mickey.
What on earth are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
Mickey. Are you sure it's that dangerous for you? I mean, we did used to
And-
date.
since we're sharing. Give you a minute. Give you a minute.
Yeah, melting just like putty.
I can.
Hang on.
Since we're sharing voices, what's Mickey Gain's consciousness?
Oh, no, what? Sorry. I'm just waiting my turn because I like to watch.
Yeah. oh.
But yeah, no, I don't like to break that out too often because my own community is rightfully unnerved when it pops out.
Yeah.
when I bring it out. Like sometimes I do it because like, hey, I'm doing a game that has
Yeah, I'm
text,
still
not
doing. Yeah, it's like
voices,
still me.
and sometimes I'll fling out the male voice for particular characters.
Very giggly.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Holy fucking shit. Calm down. Chill.
no, that's a very valid reaction. I understand.
Oh, that's what you too?
Why are you the way that you are? I am being bullied.
Why are you the way you are?
You chose this. I'm sorry, hon, but you're stuck with me.
Okay, yep, I'm calling it for the day. I'm putting it. I'm putting everyone out. Okay, you know what? I think I'm good.
Oh my god. Was it really that bad?
Oh, I think I broke her unintentionally.
I'm going to call it here for the day. We've been here for a little longer than we should.
Mickey?
Yes.
Mickey,
Yes.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
No.
Oh.
You did not. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly good at it.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm
You still
feeling
mean a lot to me,
palpitations.
alright?
I know. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send y'all to Druid Noodles. Okay. We haven't seen them in 6,000 years, so. Okay. Oh my goodness. My heart rate is up. I'm gonna go.
You need to chill the
That
fuck
was an interesting
out.
like,
Don't worry. I was doing my best just to wait my turn because I like to watch.
Alas,
I will.
alas, my voice does not go deep enough to pull off something like
Oh.
this.
I mean,
I will keep my mouth shut on that comment there, Dave.
God.
well, naturally,
Okay.
my
Okay. I'll see you guys.
My job is done.
I'll see you tomorrow stream.
Bye bye.
It'll be pushed
Bye.
to 3 for dinner shenanigans. See you guys tomorrow.
okay, bye,
Later.
See you.
bye. You just get.
Bye.
Good
Oh
night,
my
everybody.
god, bye, bye.
Oh, she dropped out immediately.